MisterShnitzel is now live streaming Dungeons & Dragons. The gang solves a puzzle after 23 painful attempts. Dungeons & Dragons. First,
welcome to another D&D Saturday, another Dungeons and Dragons this Saturday. We are back! Not just me, but the entire party is back with featuring such players as Sinister Jest, featuring Moon Talon, Fresh Space, Lollies, My Roland, Maruch, some of our moderators and friends of the channel here. Dungeons and Dragons, indeed. Indeed. Oh, yes. Money! Welcome in, Serby. Welcome. And you weren't actually first. Actually, Nighty was first, so. Actually, Nighty was first today. So, actually. Welcome in, though. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. It is another Saturday D&D stream. Very exciting. Can't wait to see if our heroes, if our lovely heroes and adventurers will be able to solve the puzzle this week. I thought you meant money. I thought money was what you were. I thought you were saying
THX for rubbing it in, though.
Anyway, okay, look, I was just saying. I thought money was you wanting money because. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Welcome in. There he is driving his Suburban. He is going to, that's probably him going to work. That's true. That is probably him driving to work. There he goes. Or maybe driving home from work. Who knows? Who knows? Bada boom. But welcome in. Welcome. Once again, we're just going to get started. We're already a little late. We're already a tiny bit late to our stream today, but we are gonna get started. Welcome in, Serby, Nighty, and anyone else lurking.
No, because it's daytime in the thing.
That's true. Oh yeah, I guess it is. Maybe this is recorded earlier. Maybe
work is like 2 HRS.
Yeah, maybe this was recorded. Maybe this was recorded earlier in the day, and that's why it's daylight out. That's true. But we are going to jump right into it. Welcome in. Hope you guys enjoy. Sit back, relax, get some snacks. It should be a very fun stream ahead of us today. All right, here we go. We're gonna be dropping speech chat. We're gonna be getting right into it.
Popcorn.
Oh yes, popcorn. Pop your corn. Carbonate your soda. Get your soda all extra fizzy.
WTF, you are here.
The heck, you're here?
Popper and RN.
What up, Skeepy? All right, we're getting started. Welcome in, everyone. We'll be pausing. We'll be dropping this here, and we'll be jumping straight in. We'll be jumping straight in.
I didn't notice. Oh.
Into the campaign. Welcome in.
Stream.
Welcome in.
Meow.
Wait, is City here?
Hi.
I was in City Stream. Wait, is City here? Oh, okay. City is streaming. Let's do a collab with Sinister. Let's get that started. Collab with Sinister Jest. Let me see here.
Make a strange noise is accurate.
Let me see here.
OMG and Moon if he live.
There he is. We'll knock for Sinister Jest for collab. And Moon, is Moon live? I'm not sure if Moon is live. I'm not sure if Moon is live. Uh-oh. Rero.
He not. 3.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Here, let's get shared chat going. All right, shared chat is enabled. Bada boom. Bada boom much? Shalamix buddy, welcome in. We're about to get started. We are about to get freaking started right now. Here it is. Let's get going. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome.
It's Jorkin time.
It's Jorkin. Oh, I didn't even post. That's why maybe Skeeby didn't see that we were live.
It's Jorkin time.
It's Jorkin time.
It is Jorkin time. Welcome in, everyone.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome.
That's the dwarf.
Talk on.
I need to kill that dude.
Dude, he needs to make an appearance, dude. He needs to.
I will kill him. I'm telling you now, Schnitzel.
No,
If
we'll
you
see.
I
stick
want to
around,
see this
He'll
interaction.
die.
We'll see what happens. He
See
may
that
make a
happen.
return. If you go back to
Funko
Valaki,
stomp on his neck.
there may be another
Ooh.
return of this man.
Yes,
No.
please. Let's go back.
No.
Which man?
I called it too. There's a guy who I think has a thing for Tunko with how he fucking talks, and I really want to kill him.
That was just his voice. He didn't have a thing for Tunko. That's just his. That's just his.
I don't-
DM, I beg to differ.
Oh,
Yeah,
my.
exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, I think if I see him again, I'm gonna have Funko stomp on his neck and kill him.
Jesus.
I want him dead. I want him gone.
God,
Hey
man.
guys,
Good God, man.
look, he's trying to steal
Hello.
my horse.
Welcome in. Just a second. We have a new chat box, and I just want to see if there's any way I can separate. Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll figure that out later. Welcome in, everybody. This is our latest entry into our little campaign here. Our next episode into the adventures of our little party here. But to catch anyone up who is a little behind, our party was on their way towards the Selinka Pass as tasked by a couple of werewolves. They were caught by a group of bandits who ambushed them in the middle of the night, and they were dragged off to a mysterious castle where, after they escaped their captors, they made it in to the castle of Agensvost Holt and learned from some revenants of the Order of the Silver Dragon that, indeed, there was much to be done to restore Argensvost Holt to its former glory and to lay the spirits of Argensvost to rest. Finally, lay them down to find their peace and to also seek their help in overthrowing Strahd von Zarovich, the evil vampiric ruler of Barovia, and to end the curse that traps everyone within and send the fog away. But they were tasked with a few different quests from these revenants, and after completing a couple of them, the party decided to listen to Thraxus, and Thraxus was asking around in Valaki, in one of the towns of Barovia, and asking around about his master, his old druid master, a gnome druid who was seeking out, and he, after Tunko fought his way through a match of Chingarai with some Vistani as audience and as combatant, and with a big victory for the gnome, they finally were able to find the location of a certain gnome druid that may or may not be the master of our boy Thraxus. But the only information they were able to get about Thraxus' old master is that he was last heard to be heading for a strange tower to the northwest of Valaki. And so they followed the lead. They made their way to the wizard tower near the Lake Zarovich, and that is where we are now, and that's where exactly we'll be picking up as our merry band of adventurers is indeed. Let me get this shit up here. And this is right where we left off. Let me just get this over here. All right. But with that is kind of all we have for now. And it is up to you guys to continue your adventure wherever you see fit.
All right, you guys got this.
Was Thraxus still... Well, actually, wait, we should probably pan to Wrinkle first, right?
Yeah, that is true. Also, where is Thraxis?
You know it.
Good
Thraxis is
question.
inside the tower.
you
Thraxis is
still-
inside
I
the
was
tower.
flying around in the tower, but I
Yeah,
thought
Thraxis is
we
still in
had-
the tower.
Are you
Wrangle's in the
still
carriage.
on
Yeah.
the 3rd floor?
Should be.
I thought I had flown out before we ended, but apparently not.
I did.
I don't think so.
too.
You're from what I remember, you explored the bottom and made your way to the top.
Yeah, he did. But is someone covering him? Is someone covering Thraxis? No.
I mean, all I see is darkness.
I was-
I don't have this POV.
I was wild shaped, so maybe the owl token disappeared.
Well, also
And
remember
my
the
token back?
the lighting inside the tower was buggy. Remember?
That too.
There was like there, yeah. There was
Yeah,
buggy.
I kind of figured out what we have to do to not make it as buggy, but it's still sort of bugged. We'll see. I'll show you. But anywho, so yeah, so we have you guys. You have Thraxis here, still in owl form. We have Aurelior, Kosara, Tunko, and Gunther. But yes, you're right. We'll pan kind of down to the wagon here. And all of a sudden, kind of a rummaging his way out from some of the stuff that's stowed away in the back of the wagon. Rangil kind of pops his head out of the back of the wagon, and yeah, you kind of take a look around from the rear of the wagon, and you don't see your friends at first glance, but you are now awake. And it kind of, Rangil would definitely be a little confused as to where exactly he is.
Okay. Well, Rengil's gonna take a step out of the wagon. He's gonna look around, and I guess he doesn't see any of his friends. He doesn't really know where he is, so he's not gonna like say anything because he doesn't want to like alert anyone, especially after the cave incident.
He's learning.
Sure.
Heck, fuck, he's learning.
So he's just gonna kind of like
Cave
sneak
incident.
around the front of the carriage and see if he can find anything. At this point, Gunther would be within his range.
Yeah,
like his
so
view
you
distance
kind
now,
of
right?
you step out of the wagon and you kind of take a look around, and you see this large, strange-looking cobblestone tower as it rises up into the dark sky, kind of silhouetted by the stars around it. But yeah, off to the side of the first floor, you see. Actually, let me even get you a proper description of what you're seeing here. You see the tower appears worn and dilapidated, with remnants of collapsing scaffolds clinging precariously to one side, revealing a large gash that has split the wall. Moss-covered griffin statues and their wings and flanks cloaked in greenery solemnly perch upon the buttresses supporting the aged structure. The scaffolding itself, constructed of decaying wooden beams, emits faint groans and creaks in response to even the gentlest of breezes. It serves as a precarious network of ladders and platforms that might guide one's ascent to a small opening in the northwest wall on the 3rd floor. Within sight of the tower's entrance, a worn, barrel-topped wagon splattered with mud rests near its base. It serves as a curious addition to the scene, hinting at recent activity or the presence of someone or something nearby. But that's kind of what you see as you step out of the wagon. You see the tower. You see this other wagon, kind of parked off to the side of it, and you do see Gunther and what you think is Tunko, kind of even further behind him.
Okay. Well, before he does anything about Gunther and the tiny figure that he sees, he's kind of gonna just look up and like admire like the tower and like I don't know if you'd call it failing since it's still standing, but like the deteriorating architecture of the tower and like the griffins that you were talking about, and how it like contrasts with the stars in the sky. He's gonna kind of just like, I don't know, he'll just like admire it for a little bit, but then he'll kind of just like, wow, that's cool, and then he's gonna be like, all right, I'm done with that now. And then he's gonna move.
Moving on.
Yeah, exactly. Can't be wasting time now. He's gonna move towards Gunther, and I guess he'll see Tunko now, and he's gonna kind of just walk towards Gunther. He's gonna ask Gunther, hey Gunther, where are we? I don't recognize this place
Tower.
at all. No, I
Tunko's
wasn't
gonna
talking to
ask.
you.
And
tower.
Tunko's gonna respond,
Tower, buddy.
tower,
I wasn't talking to you, small one.
tower. Tunko's gonna walk up, cross his arms. He's gonna be like,
I'm surprised you know what a tower is, being as short as you are.
well, actually, if you think about it, everything's a tower to me, so I know a lot about towers.
You know, I was actually just about to say that, Tunko. That's actually quite an astounding, you know, perspective. Anywho, yes, Rango.
Bro, they're about to
kind of
make
join
out,
us.
Skeeby says. That's not what's
Skeeby.
about to happen.
Hey,
Tunko's gonna walk away slowly. He's gonna slowly back off.
yeah.
It's like, I see we're alone. Kicks Tunko out of the way. We can finally do this.
Finally, Rango.
This is good.
No.
No. No.
Okay. Let's see. But Rango, yes. We're kind of you to join us. So we are at a tower. You've missed quite a bit, actually. It's from we were at Krezik, and whatever the town was. We traveled and we actually completed some of the objectives, right? For the quest that we undertook for the ghost at Ogginsvost. But now we're here at this tower, helping our friend Thraxus try to find his master. And there was a puzzle at the front door, but you'll see like singeing like smoke coming off Gunther just a little bit, like the remnants of like smoke, and maybe like his hair frizzled a little bit. Some of us were struck by lightning. I kind of like mumbled.
That sounds how wonderful.
Just
But
wait till
anyway.
he sees. Sorry.
As of right
Have you
now-
thought of putting all those instruments away? I feel like that would make you quite the strong conductor. All that metal and such.
Gunther will acknowledge, but kind of just kind of like roll his eyes and then just kind of just like continue on. As of right now, Thraxus is in the tower and he's trying to find a way to let us in. The only thing I can think of as well is that if you notice at the side of this tower, it seems to be a hole in the wall per se.
If
You'll
I
probably
may,
jump up there.
if you're talking about the scaffolding, Tunko broke that last session.
How high is it?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Tunko tried last time and it broke. So
He
that
felt that
option-
went boom.
Yeah, I don't know if it broke. I think it did break, right, Schnitz? I think I
I
fucked
believe
it up.
so. Yeah, when you tried to walk on it, part of it broke at least.
A
Yeah,
lot
so
of
that
it,
option-
yeah, a lot of it collapsed.
Okay, so probably no climbing then.
Yeah,
I would
probably
say
not.
a lot of it collapsed, but at the same time, you are of the monk persuasion.
Yes, I
You're
can
just
persuade. I
waiting.
can persuade the
Yeah.
scaffolding man to just like work.
Yeah, go
Get
walk up
monkey
to
with
it and
the
say, could you let me
Get monkey
crawl?
with it.
Hey,
mean,
could you
you
let me
could
walk
always-
here and then it'll just rebuild itself?
Fucking Austin Powers over
Exactly.
here. You're part of the monk of persuasion, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, Rizzy. You're part of the monk persuasion. And you got any treasure with that. But yes, as of right now, Thraxus is inside, and I'm not sure what's going on here. But we do have the puzzle up front, and we weren't able to solve it, but
What
I
which is
tried
why I was
burning
saying
it.
If there's any clues.
may
We
I
did
ask
try
what the
burning it.
puzzle is?
Yes, and then Gunther will kind of like come over here with Ringo. Now, if you see the inscription on the door, I forgot what the inscription was. I forgot what it said. But it'll say it on the door, and Gunther will kind of point to it.
So you walk over to the door and you look, and it looks like this.
Oh, it looks like a loading bar. Oh, never mind.
It looks like a door. Oh my god.
And so upon the heavy double wooden doors, you see insignia. So actually, don't mind
I'm just the camera.
Don't mind these. So it looks like this. We were just kind of organizing different ways to solve it with the second row, but it has a symbol of a bat, an owl, a moon, a sun, and a village or some sort of city or kingdom.
Castle.
And yeah, they seem to be, upon closer inspection, it looks like these pieces can be taken off and rearranged in different positions. And underneath this puzzle, you read the lines, within these tiles the path lies untold, 5 symbols of power, a story to unfold. Arrange them right from darkness to light, reveal the order unlocking in sight, embrace wisdom's touch, a tower profound. before your quest to darken Castle Ground, amidst the dark where foes hold might, triumph and bathe the land in light.
Rangel
And before
will
you get any ideas, Ringle, do not finish the last one. It will shock you. There's magic upon the door, and if you do it incorrectly, it will.
I thought it was. You
maybe
could put it in order.
it was just you
If
carrying
I-
all those instruments, I think.
If I may again, I thought we could put it in the order. I thought it was when we touched the door it did it.
No, it's not when you touch the door. It's when you put
Yes.
in the solution and try to like put the last one.
It's only when you put the last one in. So we could put the order in, just not the last one.
That
I've
is
got-
correct. Yes.
I've got it.
And
Rangel's-
everyone
like,
stand
back. Yeah,
Everyone stand back.
all the way back.
Okay.
Got it.
Rangel's gonna start organizing them, but knowing
Yeah,
that he
Gunter's gonna
probably
start
shouldn't put
all
the
the way
last
back.
one in, he's
No, I
going
got it.
to.
Move.
Oh,
Rangel
no, wait,
also
no, shut up,
tried to
tiny
say-
person.
He said move.
Shut up,
Move.
tiny person. Can Rangel
Tunko's gonna
pick up
grab a bottle-
Tonko and throw him?
Ooh,
Tunko,
okay.
can Tunko, while he's doing that, can Tunko grab a wine bottle and try to throw it at Rangil? No, with my nat 20s, I'll knock him out again.
That's true. His throws last session were impeccable.
I knocked out 2 people with
For
wine
everything
bottles.
except for the fucking combat. His
Yeah.
rolls were great
Right.
last session.
Yeah, when he was just
Crazy.
attacking NPCs in the streets, he fucking really nat 20'd a couple of them.
That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
It was.
Yeah.
It's how I stole the horse. I knocked out the creepy dude. I think I did. No, I didn't. I knocked out the dude whose ass I beat, but I didn't even mean to. I'm gonna kill that.
Mr. No.
I'm gonna run him over with the cart and watch it. I want to hear his neck
I
snap.
see you're looking for your friends, are you?
Straight up. Anyways,
Get out of
And
Alright, so
also,
Tonko, alright, so
Rango,
Tonko,
if
Tonko's-
you'd like to put in the. Oh, go on.
Tunko,
What? No, what do
I've
you
got
say?
it.
What do you say?
Everyone, stand back.
No.
Wait, before you put the last solution, I could cast Mage Hand and do it. So you don't have to do it yourself and stand by the door. We've taken enough injuries as it is. Who knows if the next one will kill you outright?
Yeah, as you look over at Aurelior, just completely blackened with soot from the electric
As he
explosions.
says that, Tunko's gonna start stepping back slowly.
You see, exactly. Now, if you want me to put in this last solution, just let me know, and I can cast Mage Hand and do it.
Last. There's a last solution, or we're on the final one?
Well, no, it's Jesus Christ.
Last tile,
God's
smart
Christ.
Tunko
God's Christ.
doesn't actually say that.
See, the last part of your guess, you're arranging them, but if you arrange the last one, I can go ahead and do that for you. So just let me know if you're about to do it.
Oh, of course. I'll inform you of when I intend to.
Why do I
have it
feel like
finished.
Rango's just gonna do it? Just
Rangel will
like-
not do it. He
He's
is of the listening kind.
Sometimes.
Just like, listen.
No, he just doesn't listen to Tonko.
You also
like
don't listen to
fucking
people who
flies.
do not want forcibly baptized in your cult. You don't listen to that
Yeah.
either, do you?
Yeah, I don't, because I own you.
That is wild. Tunko's gonna roll to stab this man. No.
That wasn't in character. You can't be
No.
metagaming.
No, I know.
Alright, but Rangiel is gonna start organizing the door in the order, or the thingies on the door in the order Owl, Castle, Bat, and Moon. And he's not gonna put the sun in yet.
So what is it?
Owl, Castle, Bat, Moon.
Please.
Owl, castle, bat, and moon.
Moon.
Without the
He's not gonna put-
sun being in.
Without putting the sun in. No.
Okay.
And he's going to step back, or far enough back, as far enough back as he can.
Now,
what
has
is it?
this has this been one of the entries that we've already tried?
I made sure. I made sure to look
no.
through it.
No.
Okay.
There's been Owl Castle. No, Moon Castle, Owl Bat Sun. But
Also, yeah, point of clarification. Last session, it wasn't when we put in the last tile. It was when we tried to actually open the door. That
I was
regardless-
right.
Regardless of the fact, it's just gonna open the door anyways. He's gonna try to. With Mage Hand. He's gonna use Mage Hand
Okay.
regardless.
So then, should I put the sun in, and then we have Mage Hand try to open the door?
I'll just let Mage Hand do the rest of it. I'm scared.
Okay.
Who
Alright,
knows?
well, okay, so then
Magic's
Rengil...
volatile nature. I just.
Fair enough. Rengil's going to step back, and he's going to signal to Gunther to move the sun into position. Say, hey, could you move the sun up there? I think...
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. But he's I guess he's gonna kind of lay out his line of reasoning, because he doesn't want to seem like an idiot. Okay, Schnitz laughing makes him seem like an idiot.
Just
Yeah.
Moon.
Laughing
Moon
at
I'm
Moon's
laughing at
staff,
Moon
I'm
Talon
pretty
saying his mentor has a nature fetish, which is
Oh, yeah, I
not
forgot
what
about
I
that
like.
one.
Like there's a couple different definitions of what a fetish is. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about
I
it.
forgot you used that word
That's
for
funny.
some
He's
fucking
into
reason.
trees.
That's funny. But I guess okay, yeah. So Rengil's gonna start like I guess he's gonna before Gunther puts the sun in. Rengil's gonna I guess he's gonna run through his thought process. He's like, I think we start with the owl because the our riddle starts with embrace wisdom's touch, and I feel, or at least I remember often hearing that owls were signs of wisdom. So I would assume you would put the owl there, because I don't think you could substitute any of these other objects as wisdom. So that tower profound. There's only one tower, and I don't think you could justify any of the other three objects being towers. So tower, and then before your quest to darken castle ground, you would set the bats, right? You know, they come about, and it signals the beginning of darkness, and oftentimes you see bats at duskfall, the nightfall. Bad. And then the next part of the thing, amidst the dark, moon makes things dark.
Yes, I do. I mean, what?
Yeah, well,
Do
well,
follow something of the
but the
saying.
moon-
haunts you. Yes.
yes, exactly. And then where foes might triumph and bathe the land in light, the sun comes up after the moon, making everything all better.
All right. Are we gonna try the?
Yeah, sure.
Are you gonna finish this with the ghost hand? With the
Mage hand carry.
mage hand?
Did you want me to
Mage hand
cast it each time, or just verbally, just because it's a cantrip?
Yeah, it is a cantrip, so it's just kind of your character casting it. So so Gunther casts it, and are you moving the sun into position?
Yes. I'm moving the sun
Alright.
to position, and is going to open the door once.
The
All right, remember to back up. We need some room here.
Gonna say, and is Rengil backing in?
Rengil's been backed up.
the mage hand kind of grips the sun puzzle piece as it slowly lifts it into position, and it pushes it into the socket, and
This puzzle sucks, dude.
It's so bitches!
Oh, that was Tunko. Wait, Tunko rolled that?
Yeah,
Why did-
no,
why did it fit
I
so-
have to
it's
set it. I
Tunko.
have to set it back. I'm just the
Funko's
camera.
just gonna
I'm
yeah, but
He's at full HP.
Yeah.
you see
rough.
arcane lightning and magic as it shocks and it explodes
That's rough.
out from the door.
all right. Uncle's gonna try a thing.
It is the wrong.
Uncle's gonna grab it.
You know,
Gonna try a
that
thing. I have
indication
another.
means the wrong
I have
solution.
another
I would let
idea,
Ringo do it,
but-
and then-
It's my turn. I have.
But, you know,
Go ahead,
Chunko
Tiny
grabs
Man.
a Chunko
Go ahead,
grabs a wine
Tiny
bottle
Man.
and throws it at the door,
That's a wonderful idea, Tiny Man.
Okay.
and it
So
opens
down.
wide open.
I don't think that's going to work.
And you just see the dark wine as it drips and kind of slowly falls off of the door and onto the ground.
Fuck, only 18 bottles left. Whatever will I do?
All right, so you also have my.
I think you're at
bottles,
17
too, by the way.
bottles. I think you were down to 17 bottles.
Oh
now.
no,
You threw that.
17.
Oh, boy.
Whatever will I do?
Okay, all right.
I
This
think
will last
you
until the
have
end of the
more-
campaign.
Earlier.
You have more ammunition, just ask Gunther.
17.
No,
30.
I'm only throwing these because they're poison.
That's
and
the
I
name
can't
of my
do
squad in fucking Monster Hunter. Called it 1738.
it. Okay,
So
buddy.
let's see.
It was funny.
So as you see, Ringo, this was incorrect solution. It was a good try though. I see the
See,
reasoning. We did also.
I
agree
thought when
with
you get
Liz
shocked,
being
that was
out.
the correct solution.
See,
though.
and notice how I wasn't wearing metal instruments and I didn't get struck by lightning.
Notice how
It's
you're
because
also
you
like
stand
a
close to the
mile
door.
away.
That is
I
exactly
don't
what
see.
was
I don't see a correspondence. I don't agree.
You don't. And then Gunther will just kind of look at Tunko, and I'm just like, and then look back at Rangil and just kind of just sigh. Would you like to give another try? I do have another idea here. That we can do.
I have
the door, the hole in the wall.
Well, I have another idea with the door. One more. What if we switched the moon and bat symbols? So it went from bat moon to moon bat.
Moonbat.
Moonbat.
Yeah,
The
so it was
moon
owl
Such a-
castle moon bat sun. What if we did that?
So
Okay, never mind. I take it back. I take it back. Take it back.
no.
I take it back.
No, honestly,
think she's backseat.
you're saying because remember you can always leave the last one out, so you're not like risking.
Yeah.
To
That
It was
was-
gonna be owl castle moon bat sun instead of bat moon sun.
So I was right. You do take
Owl
damage when you put the
Castle
freaking thing in.
Moon Bat.
Cindy, do not
That's
make me pull up the
not
volume.
how it was the last time, but last time we rolled
And I
up
told you,
two
magic is
separate-
volatile.
What? What are we
Oh, I
talking
know
about?
magic.
No, in this
We're
in
just
this
being
case, I think
petty.
the
I'm not
DM
gonna
is just
lie.
bad memory.
No.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, because he's bald.
Wrong.
All right, I'm pulling up the VOD.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
It's when you
my
open the
God,
door.
they're on it,
We're
they're-
debating
they're
whether
on
or
it.
not the trap triggered when we slid the last thing in
We're too
place,
petty to be-
or whether
to be
we tried
wrong.
to open the door.
Oh.
And
physically.
see,
Because
Yeah,
last time
yeah,
it was when we
I
tried
forgot,
to
yeah,
open the door physically.
see, my thing is magic is volatile, and it's just had enough of our bullshit.
I think that sounds like
No,
to
you're.
me.
It should have been when they pulled the handle. Yeah, you're right. So actually, you could finish the puzzle.
Okay, yeah.
It's
So
just when you
Rangel will
try
put
to
it in
open the
Owl
door.
Castle Moonbat's sun, and then he'll step back and signal
Owl
again
Castle
to Gun.
Mage hand, do your
Moonbat
thing.
Sun.
No,
Yeah.
out of sheer amusement, Gunther will laugh like, Mage Hand, I choose you, and then just kind of
Sounds
like
like
launch it
fucking
forward,
Pokemon, bro.
and like launch it forward, and try to open the door.
All right,
Mage
and
hand.
as you place the last piece in, and the hand reaches down for the door handle.
This puzzle blows. All right.
Oh, fucking god.
Again,
Why did it say Tunko got hit? bro?
It's because
Because I'm
he's
the
like-
camera. I'm the
Yeah,
camera. We try to.
yeah,
If you move me
yeah.
away, no one can see.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
I
it's
don't
just
know
kind of-
why, but I just am.
It's just kind of just.
That left me
kinda
with-
funny.
Any
Or help.
character in the scene takes damage, so
Ooh.
yeah.
Hey, oh, it's 6d10. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
That's why I'm not trying anything else because there's a chance I get instant.
Well, that's the
What,
end of
what the
Rangel's
solution is,
ideas.
but-
So, I don't
And
know.
as you can see, we've not been able to open the door. So I do have another solution that you actually might be able to help us with.
What's our solution?
But
I see. And
Just
Gunther will
like-
look down to Tunko. Tunko, I do recall that you did magic regarding rope. You knew some tricks with rope.
Tunko's gonna look at him like he's fucking insane for a couple seconds, and then he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah,
see,
I knew
why didn't
that.
we
I knew
have-
that.
See.
But I knew that. Shush, guys, I have a great idea. I have this spell called Rope Trick. I got this." And so Tunko's gonna reach into his bag, grab some rope, and he's
You
gonna
can
do
use
his
it to scale the wall. And then before like anything, I'm just gonna like let you do it.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
I
you're
know
gonna
it.
open
This
the
is
door.
my. This is no. This is my great idea. No one else's. And he's gonna go over to like the scaffolding or wherever the fuck the
Okay.
hole in the wall was.
We'll move back over away from the door, and
Waddle my gnome ass over here, and I'm gonna do my great idea that I came up with all by myself. Where was the actual?
You're like near it. I want to say it's like right here.
I would assume it's this. Oh,
Yeah, like right here.
is it
Alright,
this?
So what's going on?
So Rangel, part of the
Damn.
idea was that we would
My idea. Continue.
Trust
Your-
that you
your
have
idea.
ideas.
So
Well, I
you-
did.
Tunko will use his rope trick, and perhaps you being you'd be able to scale this, and perhaps we could try to scale this up there with the rope and climb. Or perhaps he could use this magic to maybe lift the rope up while we're hanging on to it, so we get into the castle.
Yeah.
Or tower.
Yeah, that was my idea. Thanks for telling him. I gotta save my brain for when I come up with ideas.
You gotta save your brain for ruining by alcohol.
That too. Can't forget that. So then Tucker's gonna reach into his bag. Schnitz, I'm assuming this little arrow is the hole in the wall, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that's the entrance. Click on that. You get
No, it's just an arrow.
Pretty much.
Oh, shut the fuck. Okay, then Tucker's gonna reach into his bag. He's gonna grab this rope, and he's gonna do his rope trick thing.
Let me can you
Wait,
post,
how high is the
can you
scaffolding?
post the rope thing in the chat?
Don't post
Yeah,
it
we
until
don't
he
know.
gives us the height of the scaffolding. Oh,
Done
okay.
it anyways.
No, yeah,
60
his rope is 60 feet long.
Yeah.
True gang.
So it
True on
doesn't,
gang.
doesn't really matter. He should be able to make it up to the 3rd floor pretty easily.
So
One end of the
then-
rope then rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground. At the upper end of the rope is an invisible entrance opens to an extra-dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends. The extra-dimensional space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. The space can
I
hold as many as
imagine-
8 medium or smaller creatures.
We're not even gonna use this space. This is just for the rope. I imagine it's
Using
like
it as leverage.
yeah. I'm just using it so the rope is floating. I don't give a fuck about the space. The only time that'll be used is to trick Kasara, so we can make someone bald or something.
Well, I would say before you do that, Tunko, why don't we grab the end of it? and
Tunko
then
grabs
have you
the
raise
end
it.
and then just starts lifting himself.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, there
Hey, you guys can climb. I have to save my strength for the next something.
Is that how? I guess
I-
it is how it works.
Is it how it works? I would
was gonna
imagine.
say- well, I mean, he touches the length of a rope. and it
When
just
I grab
rises
the
up,
end
so
and
he
it starts
grabs the end,
floating,
yeah.
so I just
Yeah,
hold
one
on.
Yeah,
end
it's just one.
rises
It's
up,
just
so he
one
just
end.
rises
It's
up with it.
not. Yeah.
So I would say like physics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Physics.
physics with the floating
Totally.
rope.
Yeah. Physics.
Nice.
Gunther will quickly,
I agree.
Gunther seeing this, Gunther will quickly run over and try to grab on as well.
Yeah, and then Tunko's
Right,
goes
he's
up. I'm
gonna
gonna
run
try to
over
not
and
touch
grab
this.
Gunther's
Oh,
ankle
I
as he
go
floats
through-
up.
I go
You're
through the
gonna
wall.
grab a gunk.
Should I touch? If I touch the arrow, will it send us like inside, or how are we
Ooh,
gonna?
could you angle it, or does it just rise up? That's actually
It
kinda
just
like-
goes up.
Yeah, so you
Maybe.
guys, if you want to all climb the rope into the 3rd floor, you can feel free to.
Yeah, that's what we're.
Yeah,
I forget. Am I
Fair.
still in the tower, or am I actually outside the
You-
tower again?
Oh my god!
You're
Wait, I
still
go
in
through a
flying
wall.
form.
Wait,
You're still
Aurelior,
Yeah.
Aurelior's gonna kind of,
Where you going?
Aurelior's gonna go
I'm-
and hang out in the wagon.
I'm floating up. Don't mind me. I'm floating up. Oh my god! It says I go through a wall, so I'm doing this.
Wait,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't
we
just
have to. We all have to go
Oh my
through
god, guys! I did. Oh,
because they weren't counting for us to go use the rope and be smart.
oh wait, and here's
Go all the way.
wait, there's a moon token up here.
I think you
Silly
now
Billy.
Silly Billy indeed.
silly Billy.
Yeah, so you all are able to climb up the rope. Actually,
Don't. Do
Oh
not.
god.
Just let us fucking
The
have
floor
this.
falls in. You hit the door 8 times, and everybody takes 300 damage.
Also, am I supposed to be seeing anything?
I was
have gone
gonna have
blind?
everyone roll like a dex to climb the rope
Don't.
properly, but
God.
you guys
Don't.
already
We're not
struggled. You guys have,
climbing.
you guys have
We're holding it.
do it.
I would say I don't have to because I'm not climbing. I'm just
I would say
floating.
yeah, we're not climbing. We're holding on, and he's rising up with magic.
No, so it's not rising. That just happens initially as it rises initially and then turns into the extra-dimensional space at the top.
I know.
But you still
Yeah,
have to,
that's,
you still have
that's
to,
what we're saying.
you still have to
No,
climb
it's,
the-
it just says one end of the rope. It's not the
Yeah, so
opposite
what
end.
it's
So
happening
what
is
he says is
touch-
he's touching
I
one
grab
end of
onto
the rope,
the end,
and then
so it
that
starts
end
floating,
floats.
and I just hold on as it goes up.
Yeah. as it
So
goes up.
he's like Mary Poppins,
Yeah,
yeah, kind of like rising
yeah,
with it. is
pretty
what we're saying.
much.
Yeah.
literally Mary Poppins.
I can't. It's the best way I can word it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm
so
just
you're
fucking
saying
flying
you're saying,
as-
you're
so,
saying
you know.
the second you cast the spell, you're grabbing onto it.
Yeah, he's
To
already
cast,
holding it.
to
He's
cast
already
it,
holding that.
to cast it, I grab onto it. So,
okay,
yeah.
and then it pulls you up. Okay, but you still have to
Yeah,
climb
yeah,
up a little
we're
bit.
all-
But anyways, but you,
They-
yeah, okay, you're able to make your way up. The scaffolding actually would not be here. You're able to climb up the rope and make your way into the kind of the entrance of the room here.
If I may.
Yes,
I'm
a
blind.
purple box. Mm.
He's blind.
Yeah, where am I?
But you are on the 3rd floor, and you see the northwest corner of the room shows extensive damage, likely caused by a powerful blast or an explosion. The relentless passage of time and exposure to the elements like sun, rain, and smog have left their mark on this chamber, leaving it weathered and worn. Aged equipment for stargazing and astronomy sit on a desk with the ceiling. The ceiling dances with traces of a fading magical aura depicting the enchanting night sky and the constellations within this room. And it actually looks like this.
If I may, I'm
The
still
floor
on the
looks
first
a
floor.
lot
Send
nicer
help.
in this picture.
I don't know what happened to me.
Yeah.
I'm still on the first floor. Someone send help. Tunko needs saving.
Oh, you're not even. I see your token on 3rd with us. That's kind of crazy.
Not for me.
Yeah, his token's with us, but he's seeing the 1st floor.
Yeah, I don't know what I've done.
Interesting.
It might
Interesting.
be because of some viewing perspective that he did to you.
Huh.
Maybe.
That's probably why
gonna
he's
say,
also
yeah.
the only reason we can see the door.
You see You also see a note. You see a note kind of on the floor. There's something else you see.
Yeah, my token is just not here. It is with you guys. I am not with my token though. So like I don't know what I've done. I've broken it.
Wait, does this floor has no letter down?
What do you mean?
Well, like on this floor, is there no like ladder down to the 2nd floor?
So there's no stairs, but you notice the opening in the center that seems to have chains raising up through it and into the roof. That seems to be some sort of lift that goes throughout the entire tower. So yeah, you're not actually seeing the lift right here. You'd have to look over the edge and you'd peer down and you'd see the lift on the 1st floor.
Looks like a regular study from all of these books.
I'm gonna go get a drink and we try to trick me.
Haha.
Can't try to trick me. Alright, so Gunther, is anybody looking at the note?
Not
There's-
yet.
Yeah, there's a note kind of laying off
I
to the
was
side.
waiting
have
for
another-
us to figure out
Yeah.
Funko's fucky
Another thing, look at the stream. You guys aren't seeing it either, because I'm the main character, I guess.
Wait,
The
what?
stream is seeing what I'm
Oh.
seeing right now. Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Oh,
I don't,
thank you.
Yeah.
We should have activated. Here we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Alright. Gunther will reach down and look at the note.
You can read?
So you kind of bend over, you pick up this piece of paper, and it seems to be part of a much longer stack of papers somewhere else, but it's part of a research study that was being done by some sort of astronomer. And the astronomer, after studying the sky and the stars within Barovia, and cross-referencing the stars to their positions at certain times within a month or within the year, he's found that Barovia does truly exist in a plane where time is frozen compared to the outside world. An answer he was able to reach just by the movement of the stars in the night sky is that Barovia is truly frozen in time within the fog.
Gunther, you'll see like Gunther kind of like is reading this, and Gunther kind of looks like has like just a look of disgust and mutters, "This is what he meant. Ugh, this is frustrating. Let's get out of here.
Go's gonna have a little gander at this fancy little
It would
dude.
appear, everyone, that Barovia is stuck in time. Being this
Cool.
interesting
Sure.
note that I read here.
That
Doesn't
would
stop
explain the sense of
alcoholism,
unease
so
I feel
I
from
don't
everything
really care.
in nature.
This place truly is hell.
Got good wine.
And you would even remember, you'd kind of think to what you would have seen a couple times tonight. You with your mage hand that normally is a completely human-like hand that is actually when you've been using it within the realm of Barovia, it's skeletal in appearance. Just strange things happening to your magics and strange things happening to the stars above your heads, and now
It's just DVD.
now seeing that even scientists that research and study this place have come to the conclusion that it is beyond reality.
I see. Well,
Alright, real fast. Is this thing
I
like,
can't imagine
is there like a,
something else. Explain my mage hand.
is this, real fast, I wasn't paying much attention because I was confused what was happening. Is this like a hole in the ground? Is like this thing
Yeah,
hanging
so
in
on
the-
this
It's like an elder, or-
on this level, yeah,
Yeah.
so on your third level here, you would see an opening in the floor that has chains kind of shooting up through it into the ceiling above you, and if you look down over the edge, you see the
Up on the fall.
the lift is on the first floor. It's resting on the first floor.
Okay, good fall.
We see like a
And then-
lever around that we could use to call the lift.
No.
Um,
But I do see these chains. We could just,
Climb
You
down,
can
or
you
Go
can join
for it.
me in
Toko's
being a
gonna-
you can have
firefighter, man.
Thraxis, go down to investigate if there is a lever of some sort down there.
or I could just go for it. And Tucko's gonna like hop on one of these chains. He's just gonna slowly start trying to climb down.
I was low-key waiting for Rheingold to just shove Tunko.
I was so expecting it.
so wait, who's heading down to the first floor?
Me. I'm like
That's
trying to
Tunko.
slowly climb down the chains here.
You're gonna slowly climb down the chain. Okay,
And-
roll.
Thraxis will just watch him and silently shake his owl head.
Roll
Let me
me
cook.
roll me a. What are we saying?
Acrobatics.
Yeah, give me
Oh,
an acrobatics at advantage since you're kind of just climbing down the chain. It's not too
That's a
difficult.
20-fold drop, isn't it? Oh, Lord.
Well, because remember, you guys are on the third floor right now, so you'll be climbing down to the nice. So 20 acrobatics. I kind of forgot that too, actually. I was thinking you guys would be hitting the first floor, but yeah. So you're heading down to the second floor.
You also
So
rolled advantage,
Tunko,
though.
that's true. He was getting advantage because he's climbing down the chain.
Okay.
Like if he was trying to acrobatics his way without a chain, that would have been a normal roll. But he's got the chain to kind of just grab on. He can clamp his body to it and slowly inch his way down. It's not too dangerous, but a 20 does succeed, and you make your way down to the second floor, and
Woohoo!
that will be here. And
What's going on here?
you take a look around, and it looks like it kind of this room looks a little more like this to Tunko as he takes a look around. But the area's floor is stable, free from signs of collapse. Decaying books cover the floor. Their subjects varied, with many open to random pages. Time and exposure have made most of these books quite unreadable. But on the southern wall, about 4 feet up, an alcove holds a meticulously crafted bust of a middle-aged man. You enter, and the bust captures your attention. Its eyes shift, following your movements.
I like how you
remember
wrote that
seeing
like
that.
you weren't Tunko. You know what Tunko first sees? There's some bottles on the ground over here. Tunko's gonna inspect these motherfuckers. What are in these?
Also, before Tanto can do anything, can I just nod at Moon so he can just glide down to be with Tanko, because for us it's gonna take longer to calm down, and he needs
I don't need anyone.
like
I mean, the rest of us will just shimmy down the chains as well.
Yeah, it would not take.
Yeah, I don't think it would take too long.
But like,
Like,
me
sort of
first.
I would
Fell?
definitely be fastest since I could just fly down.
Do you
but
guys
yeah.
do you all want to shimmy down the chain towards this
Gunther would
floor?
like to investigate the room first to see if he sees anything of value on the third floor before going down.
On the
Yeah, let's stay on the third floor for now.
Sure. So let's we're gonna head back to the third floor for a second here.
Yeah, let's not go to the gnome who's curious about if this is a wand.
But yeah, so Tunko is on the other floor. So did someone want to investigate?
Yes, Gunther would investigate.
Alrighty.
Then Thraxus is just kind of perched on the edge.
Nice. With a 21. You find you look around, you kind of take a look. There's a desk off in the corner. I know on the map that you guys are standing on, it doesn't look exactly that way, but there is a desk kind of off in the side, and you take a look inside the desk, and you pull out one of the drawers, and you do find inside a telescope.
Ooh,
shit.
fancy.
This is quite interesting. I believe I shall take this with me.
And you see on the telescope the name Kazan is engraved on the side.
Kazan the first berserker?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny too. It's even spelled that exact way. It's Khaza.
Okay, nerd.
Oh, that's actually crazy.
Yeah, kind of funny.
See. Look here, I found telescope. I see that I shall take this with me. This might come in useful and handy. Gunther will kind of like look through. Gunther will like go out here and like look through the telescope to see if there's anything magical. With it.
You can even look at his
as you look through the telescope, and where are you aiming at?
Up in the sky.
You look up in the sky, and it looks like it's magnified your sight, and it looks like you're twice as close as you would be without using the telescope to these stars above.
Okay, so it's just normal ass.
Interesting. So this is actually quite a good. It works, is what I'm saying. This is still in good use, good condition. How intriguing.
Let me see if I can get you. There,
Oh,
cool.
the item.
If I can
yeah.
get ya.
So you found the telescope in that desk there. And so
Let's
that
see if I can
is
get ya.
that. And with the investigation, you also find kind of laying on the floor behind the desk, you find this strange magical sphere. And it's laying on the floor behind the desk, and roll me an Arcana check.
Yes. Wait, if I can.
What trinkets you got there, Gunther?
Trinkets. I believe I found these. I found these on the floor, and I was like, pretty intrigued.
Yeah, and with a 16 Arcana check, you do notice a magical aura emanating out from the sphere.
Gunther reached down and grabbed it.
Sure, and you kind of take a look at it. You hold it in your hand. You twist some of the things, and you notice there's some damage, sort of a cosmetic damage on it, where it almost looks as if a giant bolt of lightning shot out from it and possibly caused the damage in the wall on the tower here that you all climbed through.
I see. This might be an artifact of significance. It looks like if lightning came out of it and struck the wall. Must be careful with this one.
Did you say lightning out of it?
Perhaps. It does have a magical aura emanating from it. It is magical in nature.
And roll me an investigation check while you're holding it and kind of looking at it
Do not pull a one.
as you investigate this little.
He rolls a 1. You actually think it's a leaf.
Yeah, so with a 12, you kind of you take your best look at it, you move some of the gears and you move it around. You're not sure how it would be used, but you know it is magical, and you're pretty sure it's the power contained within it caused the damage in the wall, but you're not sure how to use it.
I'm now also very invested in this artifact.
Would you like to look at it,
mentioned
Kursara? It is magical nature. You're also attuned as well.
Do you want to try investigating it yourself, Kasara?
Yep.
If we could manage to get it to work, if we could use a useful weapon that I might be able to use in combat.
All right. So
Gunther will kind of like hand it out.
So
for her to
roll
investigate.
me an investigation.
Gunther will
Kasara.
also be like, I also have an idea before we do so.
Oh!
I was about to do something.
Oh,
I was going to do something else, so I don't roll yet, but okay.
And you think it's a leaf?
Oh my god, this is a leaf. What are we doing with the leaf?
Yeah, you
over
can't
there?
do that one.
You have
sorry.
just
As
leaf?
you hand it to Kasara, and she kind of loses her grasp on it, and it slides out of her hands. She's like, oh, she fumbles it, and it falls all the way down to the first floor, and
It's just rolled a nat 1 on communication.
crashes down to the first
A
floor.
grit. A
Kasara is
grit, a grit.
not earning any brownie points.
Wow,
What have you
thing I've
done,
done-
Kosara?
Tonko's gonna like look up through the shafts and he's gonna be like, "What the hell was that?" And Tonko's just gonna yell, "You suck!"
Dude, chill.
You too, Tanka!
Well, I just dropped whatever the fuck that thing was. I could
But
see
you
that.
understand, you must be careful with things in magical nature. Otherwise, they might explode this very tower we stand on.
Yeah.
Gods.
And
Is
as, you,
everyone
and
just...
as you say that, you hear the creaking of the tower and the floorboards. It seems like it's almost shifting on its balance.
Right, you gave the DM an idea.
Oh,
Good job. Good going.
Oh. God. Everyone in this party just... And then just out of frustration, Gunther would just like... Was that anything of like any significance? Was that all that was there on the 3rd floor?
Yeah. You look around and the rest seems to be empty containers and barren desks. Those are the 2 items of interest that you were able to find.
And Gunther will just kind of like shake his head out of frustration, just shimmy down the chain.
Okay. Is anyone else taking the chain down? As Gunther
like
kind
to
of roll me a dex.
Praxis will just fly down.
Roll me a dex
Dex
check
on,
with advantage.
If I would like to say, as soon as Gunther like gets down and so he can actually see Tunko, you see Tunko like arm wound back with a wine bottle in his hand, like ready to go.
With a 15, you're able to make it down to the 2nd floor, so we'll move you there. So Moon is going to move down to the 2nd floor, and then
Rangier will also move to the 2nd floor.
Okay, and Rangil, you're so dexterous that we'll say you just auto succeed.
He does some
Blast.
He's just
kind of
Blast.
kind of easily able to shimmy down and fling yourself kind of into the 2nd floor with them. Because Sarah, do you want to try?
Makes it look easy to everybody else.
Right, literally. Yeah.
Except for me,
Yeah,
because,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
try
flying. Haha.
Haha.
All of us can fly, buddy.
Sorry, everyone was talking. What'd you say, Kosar?
Imagine.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb down.
Okay, just roll me a advantage dex check.
If I may, because it's funny, advantage.
Yeah, sure. Acrobatics as well, or it works as well.
If I may, because it's funny when things go wrong. She is wearing full knight's armor.
Nice.
You're not funny though.
From
Fucking
crit
nailed
one,
it.
crit one to
Wasn't
crit 20.
mad. We're
She
mad.
knows like a pro. She knows chains like the back of a hand. Easy.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, you see, with one hand, Kosara is able to kind of launch herself back. She catches herself on the chain as she slides down and easily plops down feet first onto the 2nd floor. She
Tunko
arrives
throws a wine bottle
in
at her.
style. Okay. But that would be the 2nd floor. Here we are, and Tunko's already down here. We have Thraxus and Alform arrives. Rangil is here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you say that Gunther saw, Tunko?
So like the moment you like got through the floor, so you see Gunther, you can at the moment you see Tunko, you see Tunko wine bottle in his hand cocked back, ready to throw, and he just holds it. He just holds it and waits for Kasara, and then the moment Kasara's feet are like on the ground, he chucks it at her armor.
Thraxus notices and quickly leaps out of the way.
Gunther's still notably frustrated, is just kind of now just trying to look around just to ease his mind.
And Tunko's gonna go back to looking at whatever this bottle is on the ground and he's hoping it's wine.
Gunther would like to investigate this room.
Thraxus will draw everyone's attention to the bust.
Gunther will be busy.
And as you all kind of make your way down onto the second floor here, and the bust locks eyes with
The
Kosara.
And
And suddenly a voice emerges, filling the air with a simple greeting. Hello?
great, more talking heads. Awesome.
Is it me you're looking for?
Hi?
And to clarify, we all heard that, or just Kasara?
No, yeah, but it fills the room with his voice as you what are you all doing here?
Gunther
Is this
looks
wine?
around. Gunther looks
And
around
he points.
and dies.
He points towards the bottle. No, he picks up the bottle and holds it up. Is this wine?
Padawan Larry, welcome in.
That.
I take it the rest of you heard that as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking the statue if this is wine. Yes, I heard the fucking statue.
And you see its neck slowly kind of bends, and as it looks looks down at the floor where you're pointing. I'm not sure what that is at all, actually.
You are no help to me. And Toko's gonna grab the bottle and investigate it.
The bottle is empty.
The bottle. Fuck. Toko's gonna grab it and throw it at Kasara.
What, at Kosara?
At her armor specifically.
Okay, and it breaks.
Tunko's pissy, but he's not gonna try to knock her out.
In fairness, Kosara did grab you and manhandle you.
Oh yeah, no, Tunko's pissed. From now on, if there's an empty bottle, it's going directly towards her. From now fucking on. For at least a week.
Natural 20.
That is
On the friendly fire.
Yeah, but that's why I'm throwing it at her armor. I don't want to throw it at her head and accidentally get a 20 and knock her out.
I mean, it would be like, I think it would be like a
doesn't know his own
constitution against it. No, it would be probably her constitution against it. Like a constitution.
No, see, what's gonna happen now, he's gonna aim for the armor, he's gonna roll on that one, and then accidentally hit her in the head and knock her out.
Please, make me roll for it. Please make me roll for it.
Hearing, actually, I want to see this roll.
Come on, what do I gotta roll? What do I gotta roll?
No, it's a small empty bottle. It flies into her armor and it shatters and it falls.
What about the other wine bottle? I did throw a full wine bottle at her. One of the poison ones.
When was that? Oh, right now.
Like the moment.
Yeah, when
I did a while ago. The moment her feet got on the floor, he threw it. Like he was waiting for her.
A full
at her armor.
Wine bottle.
One of the poison bottles.
Contents in it, yes.
So you've thrown 2 bottles at her since you've gotten to the second.
Yes.
Precisely.
Yes.
Bingo.
Okay.
You can hear the disappointment in his voice. Okay.
I don't know what to do with that information. So yeah, He
doesn't want me to roll for it. So
I'm less interested in what would have happened. I would more interested in how Kosara would have reacted. How Kosara would have reacted to this.
I was gonna say the talking statue, which Tunko just has chosen to ignore.
And I tried to grab his backpack with all of his bottles.
And I fight him.
Gunther's now leaning against like the bookshelf.
Kosara, are you taking the backpack?
Oh my god.
I don't know if you want to do this. Tunko will stab a teammate for this.
And Thraxus is just like perched on a stack of books watching with great amusement.
Gunther's also now amused.
What do I have to roll to fight it?
You'd both roll strength.
I got it totally.
And then Gunther will kind of look at Rango. Rango, what do you think about the situation?
If this doesn't go well for Tunko, Kasara's getting stabbed.
I don't think there's a whole lot I could do.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Damn!
way.
When Tunko's able to tug his backpack away successfully from Gosara, he's able to. She's not able to get a grip on it.
I'm
throwing
that guy.
bottles. You
Won't
paid
stop
for those
dropping
bottles.
priceless
She
shit.
gets poisoned by those bottles.
Yeah.
Those bottles been problem
I did
of
pay.
this
I
whole
did pay for this shit, so
adventure.
I'm getting my money's worth. I'm gonna get my money's worth, buddy.
Gunther was
And,
kind of
and you know,
just
at
like,
that, Tunko
take a
throws
step.
another bottle out the window, just to prove his point.
Gunther seeing all this is just like amused.
I'm
Now
down to
more
50.
relaxed.
I'm losing
less
bottles at an
tense.
alarming rate. Actually, I might need to slow down.
like whole
Gunther-
Is that right?
Gunther then
turns away
approached.
and starts fucking praying to the gods.
You're gonna need your god at this point.
Dude, I was gonna say, Sara's, patience is running short.
No,
Hold on.
I want Tunko to be the reason she like breaks her vow or whatever the fuck happens.
Oh, she
Yeah,
becomes
dude,
an
oh my
she
God.
becomes an oath breaker because Tunko's so annoying.
Because Tunko's such a little bitch. That's the goal.
God.
Alright, Gunther
I'm
will
sorry, this
approach
snow
the-
was so annoying.
And the
Another
bus
approaches
the
the
bus
bus.
during all this is just kind of looking back and forth. It just looks
Yeah,
confused.
I'm just imagining this bus life. It's
Hello,
been alone in a tower for
I
years,
take
and then
a while to
this.
get here, Mr. Bust. Gazan, perhaps?
Bust.
Is that your name?
Mr. Plus.
Yes, that's well, not entirely me. You see, I imbued this bust with my mind and
Magic
my
nature,
thoughts many
thank
moons
God
ago.
this is a magic.
I'm actually not entirely sure where I am at this moment.
You are in a tower in Barovia, and I read a note saying that this whole Barovia was trapped
And
in
he started-
time, yada yada.
He starts blinking and shaking his head, kind of back and forth very quickly. No. I know where my bust is. I know where I am right now. I mean, more to say, I don't know where the real Kazan is, so to speak. But I am the real Kazan.
Probably
But it's more. It's more
understand,
saying
it's,
that.
It's a projection, yes.
Yes, of
Gunther's
course.
like,
You're
Gunther's
probably
not,
dead.
I'm not to like over talk you, but Gunther's just like, he's done. He's just like, trying.
Gunther
He's just like
doesn't
cutting
give
the
a
shades.
fuck
Cutting
anymore.
he does not care. Just to state this, he just state of just annoyance.
There's one
He's like
teammate.
another
There's one
talker.
teammate mentally scarred. 2 more to go.
Gunther's just thinking in his mind, oh god, it's another talker. Alright. It is just like, this is just going through his mind. Okay, yes. Okay, I do have several questions for you. I'll get to them in question.
And as you
Most
say
important-
questions, a wise man once built this tower. One day, in a sudden frenzy, he abruptly departed. When I
I'm just gonna look at
inquired,
Gunther and say, should we throw him out the window?
and as
No,
he, as
I
you
do
say
have
that,
a
he keeps talking. When I inquired about his return, he simply replied,
I'm just gonna try to pick it up.
when I inquired about when he would return, the man who built the tower, he simply replied, when it is safe. He has not returned since then. It has been so long, I ceased counting after a century. Now would you be so kind as to read one of those books for me, please? On the floor there? As he kind of like eyes one of the open books on the floor.
I'm just gonna try to pick up the bust. Is it even possible?
Gunther will be like, stop, we need him for important information.
I
dude.
don't
The magic
care.
device."
I don't want to listen to him.
I know you don't.
And he
want to
sees
listen to the
Tonko.
blind-
Oh, you're the perfect size for a little book stand. Can you please hold one of those books above your head so I can
Tonko's
read?
gonna
from-
try to.
I
So if
wouldn't
I'm
do
imagining
that
correctly,
if I were
this
you.
is like it's like a column, and like the bust is on the column, right? That's
Yes.
separated. That's what I'm imagining. Can Tonko try to push him off of the
Gunther
column?
will try
that
to
he's
stop
on?
Gunther. Gunther will actively try to stop Gunther.
Yeah, it sounds
Tonko's gonna keep
Gunther
going.
gets in the way. It sounds like okay. Here.
Tonko, like Tonko has to deal
Rangel,
enough
a
for
little assistance here.
Oh,
Shot him. Oh,
oh.
Rangel, hold him back.
shot him up. And so
I'm not
Tonko's
that strong. Can't
Tonko's
help
not
it. I
putting in
can't
that much
stop a
effort. He's
feral
just like
gremlin.
pathetically trying to push him
Feral
over. He's like,
gremlin.
no, Tonko's not even feral. He's just slowly trying to push him over. He's like, I don't want to deal
I
with
know,
this.
I know. I need to ask this. This is important information. And Thraxus needs information about his master.
Tonko's gonna start climbing the chains. Schnitz, do not bother changing things till they can actually progress the story. Just know Tonko is fucking gone. Tonko doesn't care.
It's so lovely to have friends up here again. It's been so long since I've seen people on this floor.
Okay, I will read you a book shortly, but questions first. So, most importantly, there was a device above that was circular in nature. It had it was. I could not figure out how it worked, but it looked like lightning emanated out of it. It fell to the first floor. Will it destroy this tower?
Well, was it activated?
As of right now, I do not think so, but how would one activate the trinket if it is still functioning?
Well, you see, that little artifact you may have found, if it was on the 3rd floor, that would have been... Yes, that would have been definitely the magic armillary sphere.
Okay. We're good.
Walk up W.
What?
You see, the armillary sphere is, it's a strange little contraption. If you spin the sphere in a specific manner, it generates a lightning bolt that can be directed at any object or creature of your choice.
That would have been awesome to have.
I see. Yes. Now, would it perhaps survived a fall from the 3rd floor to the 1st floor?
Oh!
Tunko, because he's on the 1st floor, can Tunko see the thing? Like,
Well,
does Tunko see that it's fucking
You know, the
destroyed?
armillary sphere, it was made of a certain copper and iron, sort of what's the word, components. That it should survive, but heavens, I wouldn't want to be on the floor that it fell to, you know what I'm saying?
I shall investigate that later. Alright, that was the most important question because you are on this tower, we're on this tower. The latest thing of my worries was it collapsing, of course, and I wouldn't be able to read you your books. But also,
Yes?
not to be rude, and with a smile, Gunther just now visibly relaxed. Gunther smiles and bows. My name is Gunther Galahad. I am a traveling bard with my friends here. We came here in search of my friend here, the owl druid, Thraxis, and Gunther will kind of like gesture to Thraxis. And he kind of like motioned to come closer. And maybe,
Ow.
yeah, the owl.
We'll just kind of hop over. Oh,
Yes.
not on top of him. There we go.
So we are here, yes, and we traveled here, and I also noticed the telescope with your name on it. That is how I guess your name. I investigated upstairs. You don't mind if I keep the telescope, do you?
Well, I mean, unless you're gonna hold it up to my eyes, I don't. If you don't notice, and he looks side to side, I don't have any arms to hold such a telescope. So unfortunately,
I just didn't want to
funny.
be rude. I do appreciate it. I did not wish to steal unless we have to. But you know, I thought I would ask politely, as well.
well, you know, the payment for taking that telescope will just be reading me one book.
I could actually do you one favor, do one better. I do have books in my bag here, and Gunther will like look at Rose's bag and kind of read one of the books that he does have. I do have the Battle of Berez and Song of the Sunblade in my bag actually. I would be happy to read one of them for you.
Oh, yes, I'd love that. I quite love a good book reading.
And out of curiosity too, you are the production of Kazan himself. Yes, with his memories, his knowledge, yes. I'm now intrigued about
I
the
think
state
so.
of Barovia, and good enough for me. It's just like quickly good enough for me before he starts ranting again about the state of the tower and whatever his presence. Gunther would be like, okay, so
One man did come in here many years ago, and he called me Busty. He just named me Busty, is what he called me.
Would that, and then Gunther looks, would that perhaps be your master? The one with the tree fetish?
Busty?
What?
I mean, it's possible, I suppose. He was a little eccentric.
Well, that was the least of my actually, I do have one more question. Could you tell me what is the purpose of this tower and the state of Barovia locked in time? I'm intrigued in regards to this.
Well, I mean, the tower was built as a place of research. It was a place to have a calm, you know, very peaceful place to outlook through the windows over the calm shores of Lake Zarovich and partake in reading and researching and studying the magics of the realm. And you know, it was just a place. It was a place for study, for magic to unfold, for discovery to happen. but that was a long time ago. And what was the second question about Barovia?
I see. And Barovia, I did read a note on the 3rd floor informing me that Barovia was locked in time. Through study of the stars above, it appears that we are perhaps frozen in time.
Oh, yes. There was a curse placed on this land by a very powerful vampire many years ago, but I'm sure that's long since passed.
Well, I'm afraid to inform you, Strahd is still alive and well, and the curse has not been broken. We are actually a party on a quest to get rid of Strahd and cure this land of the curse.
Oh my goodness.
And we actually do seek the artifact, the Songblade, as a matter of fact.
Oh my goodness, that's not good at all. As his eye, you see that bust's eyes, and its mouth kind of go from a kind of a neutral smile down, it kind of sinks into a frown. Oh my, well that must mean that I'm still at the Amber Temple protecting the Red Gem.
The Amber Temple is actually someplace that we need to be. This is actually intriguing news to me.
Yes,
I see.
the Amber Temple is a place of a very ancient place, long before me even. And I'm quite the old fool. But it was made by Fey magic, and it protects the Fey, the gems of the Fey, the red, the blue, and the green, or at least it used to. But that's where I was headed. I was headed towards the Ember Temple after I was done with my studying here. There was an attack upon the Barovia by that damn vampire, and I headed off to the Ember Temple to defend the red gem, the red Fey gem, from falling into the wrong hands.
I see, and that would have been, yes, centuries ago. Okay. Well.
Huh, you say Fey?
Indeed.
Sounds like something for us with Thraxus to
I see.
investigate.
Those were the most important questions I did have. I will leave the other questions to my companion Thraxus here. You don't mind if I do investigate around this tower, and if I find anything of use, I will perhaps ask questions about them.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've got nowhere to go.
And Gunther kind of like just investigate the room and also look down to see if you can see spot the trinket that fell from the 3rd floor.
Yeah, you do see the little spherical trinket kind of just resting on the lift on the 1st floor.
Gunther will use his mage hand to grab the object so he doesn't reach down and get it.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to conjure up your mage hand, the skeletal mage hand, as it reaches down and grabs the armory, what is it? God,
you can't even say it.
God,
yeah, I
dude,
don't even remember what it was. It was like 3 words. Yeah.
You grab
Armadillo boobop.
You got
Armadillo ball sphere.
Because when I read it the first time, I dyslexiaed and I thought it said armilitary because it's armillary.
Sounded cool.
Armillary.
Military.
And you grab the armillary sphere and you're able to pull it back up and kind of drop it into your own hands.
I have it in my hands and I hold it close. I shall keep this for good use. And put it in the bag and give, like, Kosara a sneer.
Here, let me... Here you are. The armillary sphere, you're able to, pocket that.
And then Gunther will then investigate the room that he's in.
Alright, yeah, you look around, and aside from... just some bookshelves and some glassware and other cutlery kind of laying, thrown around the floor. It just looks like there's a bunch of books, a lot of books and tomes kind of laid open or closed, sprawled around the floor and on, kind of covering the bookshelves. And nothing else of value.
Let's see. And as of curiosity too, would 10 minutes have passed?
Since when?
Just from us going down to talking to the bust, because I would like to use my Ring of Regeneration to heal.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you can use your regeneration.
Your thingy.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. Our walks.
Very nice. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Oh my god, look at him doing math and shit.
Kai Hui, welcome in.
B5 + 4. Oh, that's pretty nice. Easy.
Like somebody you're not gonna name names.
Right, and then Gunther
My
just kind of like look around and kind of like leave it to Thraxus. I would ask you questions if you would. Leave it up to you. As Gunther would also just like is kind of just looking at the spear as well, the magic artillery spear.
Artillery.
Sorry, the magic artillery spear.
It does look no, because it does look like military and it does sound like artillery, but it is artillery. It is
Magic
neither
artillery.
word.
We need a magic artillery sphere on God.
That would be sick.
Gunther's just kind of like looking at the spear and is kind of just admiring it, and just like a useful type of instrument. And it will just kind of sulk and do his thinking as he like kind of ponders like other things as he lets Thraxus and everyone do their own thing.
Alrighty.
While he's doing that, have you by chance encountered a gnome druid recently in this tower? I was told he might be here.
As he kind of looks over at you and he ponders, a gnome druid. I wasn't sure what sort of ancestry or practices the gnome had, but I did see a gnome around here. He was climbing around and climbing about on the lift not too long ago.
Is he talking about me?
And he hears no, not that gnome, not the one that was throwing bottles around.
That would have been fucking funny though.
Actually was a gnome about 30 seconds ago.
Yes, that one right there. Oh yes, you're welcome.
He's right there. He's still here.
Are you daft? He's right there.
Does she need glasses, fine fellow?
But yes, it seemed like this gnome that you're describing that was here not too long ago was definitely looking for something. He was scouring the whole place. You see these books thrown on the floor. That wasn't me. I can't do that. I have no arms, if you can't notice. But it was your friend that you're looking for. You seem to be making quite the mess and searching for something.
I see. I don't suppose he happened to mention what he might have been looking for.
No, and I greeted him the same as I greeted you today. He just seemed to ignore me.
That sounds like him.
Did he perhaps came from upper levels or bottom levels?
Well, he went left and then he went right, and his voice kind of trails off. I don't remember. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, because if your master solved the riddle and we didn't, I'm gonna be disappointed in myself just in front of your master.
I was just thinking, I am so glad I am not DMing this, because if I were, saying that, I would 100% would have busted out he went from the window to the wall.
So the sweat drops down my balls.
They just hear, oh, Mr. Gnome.
No.
It was me all along, Mr. Gnome. Hello.
I knew I should have killed him. I knew it.
And then, Gunther just overhears this. And is kind of like, It's still eyeing the spear in his hand and puts it back in his pack.
So you say he was looking through these books?
Yes, I'm not entirely sure what he was looking for, but he seemed quite set on finding something, that's for sure.
And then Thraxus will kind of investigate the books to see if he can figure out or, get some sort of idea of what his master was looking for.
Sure, yeah.
If this is his master.
You look around on the floor, you see the title of one is The Fanes of Barovia, one is The Wines of Barovia. One is the myth of Kazan. One is the Barovian poems. You flip the cover closed on one of the on some of the books. One is the Song of the Sunblade. You flip the another one of the covers closed on another book, and it says the Battle at the Gates of Salinka Pass.
It seems he was looking for a lot of information of Barovia. Oh my god, ow. Gumi, I swear to god.
Cats, yeah, the cats are all because I have
The
my door
cats
closed,
are all
they're attacking
fucking
me.
on one tonight.
It's because
Oh
I
my
have
gosh.
the door closed.
How about
But
you?
you always have your door closed. They're not usually this bad.
I mean, I've been giving them a lot of attention lately.
I can't just sit in my lap and
Okay, now Momo is over here. What do you want? I'm busy.
But yeah, with a couple of looks around, you just see some books, some dusty tomes laying around, and some bookcases. Doesn't seem to be any more of interest here. With the
Nothing
shaft
too concrete, unfortunately.
shaft in the middle of the room, leading up or down.
Well, that's all for my questions. Did anyone else have anything to ask him?
Oh, well, yes, matter of speaking. So, we did not necessarily come through the front door. We came from the third level, as you saw. As a kind of curiosity, is there a way to disarm the front trap on the door? What was the solution? Perhaps we could open it from the inside or disarm.
Oh, thank
Oh
God.
yes, I mean, for a mind like mine, it was pretty simple for me to conjure up a magical sealed door as such. But yes,
I actually don't remember my line.
door.
I don't remember.
Yeah, forgot my own solution.
If you recall, the lettering of the phrase upon the door, within these tiles the path lies untold. 5 symbols of power, a story to unfold. Arrange them right from darkness to light. Reveal the order unlocking in sight. Embrace wisdom's touch, a tower profound. Before your quest to darken castle ground, amidst the dark where foes hold might, triumph and bathe the land in light. So obviously, one of the first hints in the third line, from darkness to light. So you'd start with the moon, you'd end with the sun, from darkness to light. The next hint being embrace wisdom's touch, the wise owl. Next would be the castle, to darken castle ground. The castle, of course, the symbol of the castle. And amidst the dark, where foes hold might, the bat, the vampire that lurks around every corner in this Barovian wasteland.
Career, you lot are actually fucking dumb. It was so simple. God, I hate this fucking puzzle.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did we
dude.
try that? Wait, didn't we try that?
Moon
open
Owl
door.
Castle Bat Sun was the order that you just
I was
read
gonna
out.
say, didn't we do that though? I feel like we put
No.
one first and then we did.
You know what? You know what's funny? And I didn't say
Oh,
I didn't
we're
want to.
one by
I didn't want to
off by one.
spoil anything.
It was that and that one, wasn't it?
Lols put the right answer was his very first guess. His very first guess. Yeah, bro. And then everyone was like, maybe we put the owl first. Maybe the owl. And actually, the castle goes here. Lols literally called it spot on the very first try, and you guys all just ignored his guess. You all just looked over his guess, like maybe.
No, we didn't just ignore it. We told him to go fuck himself practically. All right, let's be honest. Actually,
Well, maybe
Lol,
Lol should have fucking stood up for himself and tried it himself.
He should
I'm
have.
just
He
saying.
really should have. He really should have tried his own answer. He was spot
Said
on.
it out loud too, and not in chat.
Yeah, he put it in the YouTube. Yeah, he put it in the Twitch chat, which
Yeah.
is odd.
Oh yeah, I forgot to.
I
I'll stay
and I said it, and I was like
But-
talking to him with it, and he went forward. it
But yeah,
like,
that
I
was
like,
the correct answer. It was Moon Owl Castle Bat Sun.
He was like, but
see.
I wouldn't guess it because my character isn't that smart.
That's
Bruh.
fair.
That's
Well,
We
fair.
are all smarter.
Yeah,
and
no,
we
it's
didn't
pretty
guess.
simple.
Maybe the simplicity was the key.
I mean, out of sheer dumb, like, you know, I mean, whatever. But, like, I see. Okay, is there a way to disarm the front from the inside, or would we have to guess from the outside to get in?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, okay, no, it's not a worry. We just have Thraxus fly down and put in the correct solution and open the door.
Yes, I could do that.
I see. And as promised, I believe, and so I see, your physical form would have been at the Amber Temple centuries ago. I do not know if you would still be there. But
If I am there, show him that. And he kind of his eyes kind of snap into attention. If you do find Kazan at the Ember Temple, show him that sphere you found, and I'm sure you'll earn his trust.
I will, definitely, yes. I plan to put this to good use. This is a useful trinket, of course.
Or my trust. Then he kind of backtracked. Or our trust. You'll earn the trust of a Kazan. One Kazan will trust you if you show him that sphere.
Understood.
At least one of them.
Yeah.
At least one. Maybe not this one, but the next one.
Someone will trust
The
you.
one after that one.
True.
Not that one.
Not this Kazan, not our Kazan. That Kazan. Alright,
Kazan.
Indeed.
yes. I see. Alright. Now, I believe that was all the questions we had to ask for. Okay, on this tower.
Now, about that book reading you promised.
Yes, of course. Now, Thraxus, while you're going through
yay!
opening
Yay!
the door,
He,
I will read you
he
the-
celebrates a little bit.
and then Gunther just kind of like pulls out the pack. I am a man of my word. Pulls out the pack and pulls out. How does Song of the Sunblade sound?
Oh, it sounds quite intriguing.
And Gunther will take the time to read the Song of the Sunblade, like just for him while Thraxus goes to.
Yes, and Thraxus will nod and fly back up to the hole in the
And
third
as-
floor and back outside, and yeah.
And you're gonna open the first door?
Yeah.
All right. So you fly. You kind of. Why is this all hidden for you? Oh, it's just you.
Oh, because of.
It's just. It's only like that for Thraxus. Oh, that's weird. But it should be better.
Might be
now.
because it's the owl token? I don't know.
Yeah, it's something to do with the owl token for sure. All right, but you kind of fly out the window. You head down to the first floor, and you put in the correct arrangement of the puzzle pieces, and the doors. As you go to open the door, it clicks open, and the two double doors separate. And it allows you to find the first floor. Do you want to go into the first floor?
Yes.
Alrighty.
I'm not gonna lie, I was waiting for the bus to trick you and you take X amount of damage.
No, I was just waiting for you to go down there, input the wrong code because you misheard, and then get struck by lightning. That's what I thought he was gonna have.
Down there.
And that's what I was waiting for.
Thraxus wasn't paying enough attention and he puts in the wrong solution and fucking dies. Get out of my campaign. Done.
Here, so we'll move to the first floor, and then that is Thraxus is able to unlock the magical door, and you're able to find your way inside. Let me make sure this is all okay. There we go. That's
God.
And as you fly inside, yes. So you see as you enter,
I'm scared.
As you enter, you see the flagstone floor within the tower is scattered with debris, and several old crates are positioned near the eastern wall. To the south, a tattered curtain partially conceals the entrance to the tower's vestibule. And the curtain you would have kind of brushed past and pushed alongside of as to get into the main chamber here. But in the center of the floor, you see a 10-foot square indentation catches the eye. Within it, 4 pulleys are affixed to sturdy iron chains that extend upward through individual holes in the decayed wooden ceiling. Adjacent to each of the chains, you see 4 imposing clay statues. They stand tall and formidable. Their stoic expressions and imposing postures instilling a sense of ancient power. And you actually, so this is kind of what it looks like to anyone watching. This is kind of what he enters into the first floor, and what he kind of sees is as he sees the clone or the clay golem standing at the chains.
And now
here's,
he's afraid to move because
here's each one of them kind of up close is what they kind of look like.
Only a face and mama can love.
Daddy, sorry.
Pray, mama.
But yeah, they stand tall and formidable, their stoic expressions and imposing postures instilling a sense of ancient power. But they don't move as you go as you fly in and kind of look around. They don't move whatsoever. They don't react to your presence at all.
Thank God, because I was expecting a roll for initiative.
Yeah, it is a little scary. A room like this is a little scary for a player just to walk into.
Especially
alone,
for one fucking person who is currently an owl.
I was just saying, yeah, I mean, you go in there, you see a homie and his, quadruplet, brothers in here. You're like, all right, they're all balding,
Sorry, wrong door. Pardon.
All right, so what do you do next?
He is just going to, fly up through the. God!
An Arcana check.
An Arcana check, I see. All right, where's the?
Also,
There it is.
about them. Or
Hey, yo! Nailed it! All right.
As you flutter in, as you flap your way in, you're flapping your wings, kind of hovering in place, looking at these strange statues next to this thing. Immediately, it snaps into your mind. It all makes sense. These are animated golems that the wizard would command with his voice to either order them to pull the lift upwards or to lower the lift downwards. With most likely from your very wise, your nat 20 Arcana, you would easily be able to remember something you had heard about these sorts of golems being able to be commanded by voice commands.
All right, then Thraxis will immediately recognize this and move on to the lift and command the golems to raise it to the second floor to his party.
What do
And
you
what do you
Good
say?
question. Good question.
You're able to easily figure out what the purpose of these golems are and why they stand next to these chains. But yeah, what do you say to raise it? What do you say exactly?
Little do you know, they
that
always
part
want to
I have the perfect phrase in mind, but it's so completely out of fucking.
do it now. You have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it.
Lift me up, Scotty.
And the golems catch the lift me up. They hear that, and you are moved up on the platform up to the second floor.
You go there and just hear this in the distance, like, who the fuck is Scotty?
Well, immediately that popped into my head when he asked me what I said, and I was like, "Oh."
That
yeah.
I was hoping something like along those lines. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hello,
so
the front door is open.
I should have went into further detail as you say, lift me up, Scotty. You all hear the rumbling of the clay golems as slowly their arms raise one above the other as they start yanking the chain downwards and pulling the pulley starts being lifted up into the air. You all see the chains in the second floor begin to move and shift and rattle around. You see it slowly as the lift kind of emerges ever so slowly up from the first floor and pops perfectly into position on the second floor. And you see a little Thraxis owl just kind of sitting in the middle of the platform.
Looking very content with himself.
Mm-hmm. And then Gunther's still reading, and then we'll kind of like finish reading. Like stop reading to the bust as soon as like he notices and hears the sound of Thraxis coming up. Ah, yes. So the song Blade was forever found. Blah 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 blah. And
oh yes.
Yes. But yes, and actually we are, in fact, we do know the location of a part of the Sunblade, and we'll be utilizing that later in a later fight. So that'll be intriguing as well.
Well,
So legend put it away.
what part of the Sunblade do you currently have?
We do not have it currently in our possession. We just know that it's in Ogdensvost hold, and that it will be ours once we fulfill the quest of the Knights of the Order.
Well, you're gonna need all the parts of it to construct it, right?
Yes, that's what I was told, and that'll be something to do in the future. But as of right now, we're
there's no way you're going to complete the Sunblade without its pommel.
And out of curiosity, the pommel? I believe, would you know the location of the pommel?
Yes,
Have you heard anything
I do.
Hey, would you?
Yes.
Be able to tell me?
No.
Yeah, it's right up on the 4th floor.
But it's on the 4th floor of this tower.
Yes, the Sunblade's pommel. I was keeping I was having it in safekeeping, and it should be right up on the 4th floor of this tower.
And then they were kind of just like stutter, like, well, that really does solve, that is great news, actually. Holy shit.
Convenient.
Very, very convenient. And Gunther will look at Thraxus. Thraxus, do you mind retrieving it? With care. With care.
I mean, you could all use the lift.
I had a question for the bust.
Okay.
Gunther has. Yes, and also, well, thank you for informing us. And also, how did you get up here, Thraxus?
Well, I opened the door using the solution, and there's a very convenient lift system with animated clay golems, and I just
animated
told
clay
them to lift me
golems,
up.
you say? Now, Mr. Bust, I do have a question. So, these clay golems, will they perhaps be able to be weaponized? And I could probably take one with us on adventures. In our quest to end the curse of Barovia, of course.
No, they're really only augmented, so to speak, to operate this lift. If you were to break the seal of augmentation through their soul, so to speak, their spirits are sort of tied into their purpose that has been set to bring the lift up or down. If you were to break that, I don't know how they would react, to be honest.
I see.
They could, best case scenario, they just power down, so to speak.
Worst case scenario, they go on a rampage.
Worst case scenario, they break you into many pieces, yes.
Yes. It's magic. God, will sigh, yes. Alright, I see. Well, she'll be back. We are going to retrieve the pommel. I'll be right back. And then, God, will just be like, up here. Alright, this will actually be...
Safe travels. Be careful over there. And remember,
Randall,
if you see myself, tell myself I said hello to myself.
Ha
Raise
Raise
so
it.
much for all of your help, Kazan.
Tucker's just gonna start saying raise it, please, please.
That's rambling more and more. I just assume that he's just talking, and so we're just like...
And as Tunko says, raise it, the golems immediately answer to the first call, as it is raised up into the 3rd floor.
Raise it more.
Does everyone hear it?
As Rangel is casually...
I see darkness. I just know I'm not there at all.
yeah, I'm still on the 2nd
well, you
floor
guys
myself.
you guys are seeing the 2nd floor, but you were all brought to the 3rd floor.
Okay. And then getting here. Back on. Okay.
Back on here, and then you want to raise up. You see again the 3rd floor is kind of the astronomy sort of stuff all around. But do you want to keep going?
Thraxus casually perching on Tunko's head.
Sure, but you know what? He hasn't done a whole lot to piss off Tunko, so you know what? Tunko's just gonna he's chill with this, I guess.
Gunther just goes, arise.
All right, and as you call for it to rise, it will again rise up to the 4th floor now.
Yippee.
And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Probably.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
My God.
Ah, Lord. Oh, yep. There's all the booginess. All right.
As you get up to this, as you get up to this level, you take a look around, and you see a suit of armor stands in the northern section of the chamber. Resting on the table next to it is a map of Barovia. Toward the east is a small ironwood stove. The east side of the tower is a small ironwood stove, while a bed and a footlocker lie in the southwest corner. The walls of the chamber are adorned with numerous notes and drawings that form a collage of information and illustrations.
From first glance, Gunther will try to investigate and see if he can spot the pummel out of the... Alright.
Sure, roll me an investigation.
Okay, so listen everyone, we're looking for the pummel of the Sunblade. It will be useful in our...
yeah, we
work
get
here.
it.
I would know what a pummel looks like.
So an investigation,
know what it looks
22,
like.
nice investigation roll. You look around. You take a look around the room and you're able to find this. Immediately this catches your eye. A little, an illustration of some familiar faces for some of the people in the party.
Huh.
What?
Nice.
Of the party?
You see an image of Rahadin, the Chamberlain of Ravenloft, an image of Strahd's seal, the seal of Strahd von Zarovich on front and center. Lady Watcher, who was part of the Watchers in Valaki before the party had basically defeated them and put a stop to their corruption. But Escher, Valenta, Ludmilla, and Anastasia are all named it with some of the women. Yeah, Escher's kind of looking good over there. And we got but the women have bride written under their names, with Escher being a consort and Rahadin being noted as a chamberlain of Ravenloft. Be able to find that immediately upon investigation. But looking more, you're able to see adorning the wall near the desk is a piece of paper with several sketches, each labeled with a name. And in the center, labeled Strahd dominates the arrangement. Below the symbol, 3 sketches depict women labeled as brides: Ludmilla, Anastasia, Valenta, and adjacent to them, a sketch of a man named Escher is labeled as a consort. To the left of the sketch portrays a man named as Radin, Chamberlain of Rainbow. Okay, this is all. We just read that. I didn't realize it was just, there's a description of these sketches below. Anyways, we also find that on the table lies a map of Barovia, and a circle is drawn around the word werewolves, which labels the mountains to the northwest of the tower, which you guys have already dealt with that since this map was drawn on and noted. And we've already dealt with the werewolves to the northwest of the tower, which would be kind of near Kresik is where it's kind of circled on. But then you also find a note. It says, Rudolph, I've returned to the tower, but it seems you left some time ago. I've gathered information about Strahd and his consorts, leaving it for you. Please come back soon. I will be away temporarily, but I will return before next moonrise. Stay safe. Noted, Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
It seems like Kazan was not the only person here on this tower. Or perhaps someone was here after Kazan. Intriguing. And was Gunther able to see the oh, sorry. Right, give me 1 second.
Oh.
He got raided.
Oh, okay. But yeah, is anyone else doing anything in the room here?
I don't touch anything.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. Like I said
But I'm looking around
in the chat, for some inexplicable reason, during that little travel from the 3rd floor to the 4th floor, I moved from Tunko's head to Gunther's shoulder.
Oh yeah, Biohazard Ghost.
Oh. Yeah.
I want to scan around to just see where could the part of a sword be, but not touch it and like...
I can't even
not
fucking...
I see something.
I mean, you do notice there's a trunk kind of near the foot of the bed. You haven't really looked. Just kind of investigating from your position here. You're not able to see anything, but there is. I mean, there's a bed. Gunther would have been checking kind of over on the desk here to find the sketches and the note from this Rudolph character.
Gunther will try to pocket the map.
Sure, the map of Barovia.
Yeah.
I wonder if we have
You have a
something
thing for
like that.
I see we have the map of Barovia. The suit of armor, I would be careful. I did detect magics in this tower. There might be a magical lock or some sort of mechanism on the chest itself, because I do not see the pummel here, so be on alert, everyone.
I remember my last statue.
Yeah, and then Gunther would be like, be careful, everyone, and kind of like lay his eyes on Gusara for a hot second.
I'm gonna meet your eyes with just angry stare.
An angry stare, and Gunther would just kind of just like
she has the right to be
sigh.
angry. Bear stare.
It's not Kasara's day, okay? She's been fried
She's been
by a
fried.
trap. Hello.
Now, if you did want to, I can use my mage hand to open the chest, but it might be trapped, so, you know, it's up to you.
Sorry, there's a chest.
Yes, there was a little chest by the bed.
Can investigate the chest, maybe see if there is.
Well, we're looking for the pummel, so we're assuming it's either, like, in the...
So are you opening the chest?
I would say Gunther's using the mage hand to open the chest for him while he just kind of looks at the map.
Okay. You're able to actually open it with this chest right here, the footlocker?
Yes.
You're able to open it with ease. It's not locked as it clicks open, and you're able to. The mage hand is able to pull the lid all the way open, and nothing happens.
Alright, perfect. And now Gunther will kind of like peer and look to see if he sees the pummel.
And as soon as you look inside, you see the decapitated head of an unknown person laying inside, and it seems to be preserved with herbs and certain chemicals, but it has been preserved, and there's a little note that says yawn. Oh, yo, DPRQ, thank you for the raid. Welcome in.
Imagine putting a head in a footlocker.
Yeah, kind of.
Head.
Yeah.
Oh, hello there.
Hello,
like,
welcome in. Yes, you do see
There's a fucking head in here.
a strange severed head is lying in the footlocker, and it has the name Yawn, Y-A-N, Yawn is left on a little note on the head.
Gunther sees that and goes, Tunko moment.
Huh?
Go moment.
Tunko's been sitting here just looking at the fucking ground because.
Would you like to try something over here? There's a note here. It says.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
a
And
word.
before he even finishes, Tunko walks on over, and then Tunko sees that and he's like, "That's a fucking head."
Yeah, and it actually looks
Yes.
like this. I can give you a little. This is the severed
good
head.
try.
Oh boy.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
That is just a picture of me when I wake up.
Damn.
What the fuck, Schnitz?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Dude.
Yeah,
At
so
least
for some
give
of
me
you,
permission before you take pictures of me.
for
God.
some of you, this may
What
be a
the
look in the
frick?
mirror, but this is the decapitated head of Yawn.
Okay, hey, what does that mean?
Bald.
Hey. Dude, when the Zaza
Yeah,
hits
what's up? What do you want?
Goddamn.
But also DPRQ, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. We're just doing a little D&D here. Hope you guys enjoy. Anyways, hope you had a great stream. But yeah, that's the head that you see in the footlocker there.
So there is what seems maybe either a word or a command. Would you be interested in saying it?
Yeah, what am I saying?
Did you yawn while you did that, out of curiosity?
No.
Oh,
Tunko would, though.
Yeah,
You know what?
did Tunko
Yeah.
yawn?
What do you want? That's my
Just
best
kinda
version
like
of a yawn.
yawns.
Yeah, Tunko's so unbelievably bored of this place. After the bust, it's just been downhill for Tunko. Tunko doesn't give a fuck.
Okay.
Can Rengil investigate the suit of armor over
Yeah.
here by the desk?
Yeah. Roll an investigation.
This is gonna go super well.
Ooh,
14.
not bad.
Nice with the 14.
Not
You
Without touching it. Without touching
it. Okay. Investigating. You're just kind of
Excellent
looking at it. It doesn't seem to move. It doesn't seem like anyone is inside the armor.
So I guess more specifically
But-
looking at the hands or seeing if there's like a sheath on the armor. But yeah.
A sheath.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Slam.
Oh.
Slam.
That was.
Wait a minute.
Whoops.
Oh, hey.
No, you don't. You don't notice. You don't notice
Nothing
any
on it? Okay.
any sheath on it. No.
We are blind.
Okay.
We are blind.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all. Even with a 14, that's all you're able to really notice about the armor. It doesn't look out of the ordinary at all. It just seems like a very, very well crafted suit of armor that's standing upright.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Got there with the Tunko. Tunko, now, would you do me a favor and say the word that's on this paper next to the head?
What was it?
It says. It starts with a Y. It's right there.
Yeah, show the paper again.
Yeah,
Damn.
Gunther-
Damn! What was
It
the
just
word?
says as you take a look at the head, the container which it's being kind of kept in and preserved in, it reads Y-A-N, Yan.
You want me to say this? And Tunko points at it.
Yes.
Alright, move. And he tries to push Gunther out of the way. So he can stand right in front of the chest.
Gunther moves just with him.
Willingly, because Tunko failed.
He willingly just rolls his eyes.
Tunko, like, bends over, looks at the head, and he goes, yawn.
And nothing
And
happens.
okay, it's about. And he looks at Gunther. Thank you for wasting my time. I'm gonna go stare at these boards over here. Wait, they're more nice to look at than whatever the fuck
There's
that
a table there. There might be wine there.
Where?
And
And then Gunther just
Oh boy.
And then just goes.
Rex just kind of flitters over to the table and goes, "This wouldn't be the pummel we're looking for, right?"
Is the pummel on the table?
I'm
Was it
gonna-
there the whole time?
Tunko investigates the table.
there is
The
a
wine
pummel on the table right here.
Oh, there was
I
a
can
pummel on the
see.
table.
I'm just not sure if it's the pummel we're looking for
Oh,
specifically.
no, that's like a dagger kind of jutting out of a board that have a cork
Okay.
board on the wall.
Okay.
But,
This is not the pommel you're looking for.
God damn it!
I believe Gunther's investigation was 22.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you also something catches your eye underneath the bed.
Yeah.
Gunther
I thought
looks
so.
underneath the bed.
It's my sleep paralysis demon.
It's Spider!
Yeah. But you take a
Good jump
peek.
scare.
You kind of get down on your knees and you peek under the sheet that's been kind of covering the bed and blocking your view underneath it. But concealed underneath the bed, you see an iron box.
Not the box. And Gunther kind of like will pull the box from underneath the bed, like out in the open
Sure.
where people can see it, like kind of like right here.
You slide it out from under the bed, and oh, what's up, weirdo? Welcome in. You slide the box out from under the bed, and you see it in the kind of the glowing light from the candle on the table, and you do see that it is locked. The iron box is locked.
Awesome.
So this is locked. This is perhaps where the pummel is. We could either open it now, or just one of you could carry it, and we could just do it outside.
Tunko goes to open it. Yeah,
Hey,
Tunko
you-
tries to open the box.
You try to open it and it is locked still. It is still locked.
I've got it. And he yells down the shaft, "Go down, go down. Do your job, lower the lift." I've got an
Why?
idea.
Well, are you gonna throw it off the edge?
No.
Tunko! Alright, we can probably have Gosar busted open.
Yeah, what's the difference between her doing that and me throwing it? It's busted
You
open
can
either way.
damage the contents within the box, and we won't be able to use the
sounds
phone.
strong.
We don't know what condition it's in.
If it doesn't survive this fall, I don't think it's strong enough to do whatever we were
But
doing with it. I don't remember.
What if we put it to it's
Well, what is?
Kosara, would you have a okay? Let Kosara try first. If it doesn't work, then I'll
No.
let you throw it down the well.
No. Tunko squeezes past Kasara and hands it to Rangul because he doesn't like Kasara. You do, not her. And he pushes it in his hand.
And Rangel just kind of just like
Yeah, it makes sense that
without even like reacting, he kind of just like holds it, and then he's just like, huh?
Alright,
You
Rango,
open it.
Mr. Magic Hands. Would you do me a favor and punch the lock and see if you can open it?
My hands are super magic.
They practically are. Now punch the lock.
Magic damage.
Okay, Ringo hits the lock. He'll reach his hands out so that he's holding it over Tunko's head, and then he'll attempt to break the lock.
Okay, roll in attack on the box.
Okay.
On the box.
Just imagine. I was like, how do you do this? And just imagining just like being like.
Oh,
Oh,
8,
Just
10.
that was
That one.
really close to a nat 1.
It was super close. I would have rather to go to a nat 1, but
Well, you do strike the box, but nothing happens.
yeah. See, I can't do anything. I don't know what you're on about.
But I don't want her to do it. Figure it out.
What did you say?
I don't want Kasara to do it. Figure it out. You do it. Open it.
Okay,
Come on,
yes.
magic
yes.
hand.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tunko says as he looks up because he's so fucking short, so he looks like a dipshit.
I just imagine him looking with like one eye blinking and then the other one following, just like a short blink afterwards.
And Rangu saw
Frog
nothing on
blinking.
the
Yeah.
suit of armor, right?
One more time?
Rangu saw nothing on the suit of armor, right?
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. It just seems to be a normal suit of armor.
Fuck. Shit.
You could also
Why is
just
this
have Kosar. Okay, we have two options here. We could throw it off the edge and of the tower.
I go
and
for that
see if it
one.
breaks. Or we could have Kosar try to bust it open somehow.
What is this big thing? This big thing looks like a furnace.
Yeah, what?
Do not tell me you're gonna put it in the furnace.
I'm not going
I think he's
to.
on to something.
It is a it's a small wood stove. It's an iron
stands in
wood
between
stove.
Gunther
Yeah, it's
and-
iron. Okay,
and
it's iron.
Rangel.
It's iron. Okay, this is good to know. Can Rangel smash the box on the stove?
All of this.
Roll a strength check.
This is not good,
Yeah.
guys.
You
No, it's
no,
not. I
what?
don't got this.
No.
If this doesn't,
Really?
I have a
if this
plus
doesn't
one
work,
in
we're throwing it
strength.
down.
Oh
We're
my
throwing it down.
God.
We're throwing it down.
You see Rangil as he kind of gets in
Rangel's
position.
just gonna give it back
and
to- he's just gonna give it back to
he,
Tunko, bro.
he holds the box out in front of him. He lifts it above his head as he smacks it on the iron furnace, but it bounces back and it hits him in the face a little bit.
That's fucking stupid.
So,
yeah, he's just gonna
Tunko-
drop. He's just gonna drop it on Tunko. He's not even gonna wait for
We're
Tunko
gonna
to like
spend the
put his
rest
hands
of
out. He's just gonna
Tunko's
drop the
gonna-
box on
Tunko's
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 gonna
head.
tell the lift to lower, while
You have
also
to be on the
moving
lift
away
to do
from
it,
her.
then?
Do you have to?
Yeah, I don't know. That's not bad.
Just throw it out the window, bro.
You're so right. Tunko takes it, runs to the window, and fucking chucks it out.
I just imagine him just dragging it. He's like,
You throw
Yeah.
the
Doors like-
box. You throw the box out of the window.
It's out the window. That bitch is gone.
Okay.
Just all I
Alright,
know
we'll
is
check. We'll
Kasara
check.
is-
Oh my god.
oh my god.
This is either really, really good really bad.
The tower explodes.
You're all dead.
Campaign over.
Campaign over. You all died.
No,
just
you see
let
it.
out a
You
nuke.
see it as you toss the box out of the window. It actually crashes down to the ground, 4 stories down, and it lands on a rock down next to some of the shrubbery. And you hear what sounds like the box broke open.
Oh, Tonko does
yeah.
like a little Tonko does like a little fist pump in celebration. Fuck yeah, I don't need you, Kasara.
Watch whatever's in
then-
there be fucking shattered.
Everyone back to the lift. We're going
Probably
down.
it is.
In-
As
We
long as
dropped it. We
Kasara
dropped
can do
it too good.
All
We're
right,
just
so
me and you, regular. We're just built different.
everyone gets back on the lift, and we will go down.
Down.
And
Then we go down again.
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 Okay.
Descend to the first floor, please.
And it's descending, and you call again for it to descend, and you all find yourself on the first floor.
We cannot see.
Right. No, I'm going to. So
Okay.
you guys have all
I
arrived.
just gotta make sure I speed run this.
All arrived on the first floor. Activate.
Activate.
Tonko's gonna run out the door as fast as he can to go look at the box.
Good lord, which rock? What rock did it? I don't see it.
Yeah.
So
Well, there are rocks right here.
so you see. Well, actually, roll an investigation.
Oh, fuck
Got
off,
their
dude.
roll investigation.
I'm also doing it because I have +7. Sit down, buddy. Don't do that one.
Not an
I
advantage.
did that. Yeah, it's my push to talk button.
But with a 16 investigation from Gunther, he's able to easily. You see the remains of the iron box right over here.
They're in the
And-
box. Gunther runs over to see.
And he
And
runs and chases him.
as you rummage kind of through the bush near the rocks that it landed on, a little glint of gold catches your eye as you have indeed found.
God, I'm just better.
You just didn't want Gutsar to do it, Tonko.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have like an item to give you, but you do find the pommel of the Sunblade lying next to the opened iron box.
Tonko's gonna become a goblin, like yank it. He's gonna
Gu-
go for it.
Gunther
Not because
grabs
it's a.
Gunther tries to grab
Roll.
it first.
Wait, grab
Please
what?
let us roll to who grabs it
The
first.
pummel. Gunther tries to grab the pummel first.
Roll to make it see who
Before Tonko
grabs it first.
Roll dex. Both of you guys roll dexterity.
Let's go, me and you.
Oh, dexterity roll out
Oh,
here.
fuck. Okay. Well, guys.
Oh, fuck.
Damn. Yeah.
Alright.
Tunko's like.
Stabs Gunther in the side and yanks it from him.
Tunko.
Who's the loser now?
Tunko has his hands up.
I'm
Give me,
gonna
give me, as he trips.
Use my new trinket.
Tunko trips on the dirt and he falls face first into the mud as Gunther is easily able to pick it up as Tunko falls down.
Tunko backs up and throws a bottle at him.
Gunther dodges. Or tries to dodge.
Roll for it.
Oh my god.
Please.
We don't have to roll. We don't have to roll.
Roll. Okay, Tunko, you roll a sleight of
Yep.
hand.
Ew. I got +4. That's not too terrible.
Actually, you know what?
Don't
Gunther will do
fuck
in
it up.
response. Gunther will cast
actually,
Mage Hand to try to block it with the Mage Hand.
A 17, you lose your grip on your bag and it falls and it breaks all of the bottles in your bag. They all shatter as it falls to the ground.
This is sick of the fucking
I'm
bottle.
so sick of this bottle.
That was the least veiled. I'm sick of your shit. You're done. I've ever fucking heard.
It slips out of your hand, it falls down, and all of the bottles break, and it's now a pile of shattered glass within the bag.
I was
Tunko's
gonna
gonna
say-
start sobbing.
Well, I was gonna say in defense, what I was gonna have Gunther do was use the Mage Hand and block it with the Mage Hand.
Nope, they're gone. They're gone. They're deleted. They're gone.
Yeah, they're deleted now.
Tunko is now going through depression. Tunko's just gonna sit. He's just gonna lay. He's gonna lay in like the pool of wine and just start sobbing silently.
Gunther goes.
As the shards of glass stab into his
No,
flesh.
he pushes those out of the way.
Yeah. Gunther goes. God
goodness.
damn it! And then Gunther's like. Alright, kind of
Schnitz is tired of Tunko's bottles. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Pockets the pummel.
I was-
Pockets the pummel.
I was thinking it was a little funny up until this session, and it's just become way.
I'm trying to
it's
get.
like
I'm trying
five
to get
bottles
rid
each.
of them.
Throwing 5 bottles.
I've used 5 bottles. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of them ASAP, but you know this method works too.
They all fall to the
When
floor.
he drops all of them at a 17 roll, yeah, you can tell that's just DM is done.
Yeah,
with
he's
this.
so done.
Get him out of here!
So Gunther just sighs and goes, and Gunther like pockets the pummel, but
Tunko starts
goes-
making like little snow angels out of the pool of wine in the dirt.
Gunther goes, look, Tunko, here, and I'm saving these.
Don't
And
talk to me. He
Gunther
snatches
drops. Gunther gets close to Tunko and then drops 4 or 5 bottles of the wine that he has in his inventory.
Schnitzel's gonna fucking kill you.
I mean, at least it's not 17. At least it's not 15 bottles.
Dude, it was 20, alright? I
Just so
think
you
the
know-
20's gold worth.
Gunther does have 19 bottles in his inventory, but 14 now.
Good.
Just,
Tunko's just gonna pop
Is this the poison wine?
Oh,
or
wait,
is this
Yeah,
the,
it is the poison.
It is the poison
wine.
wine.
Tunko doesn't give a fuck. Tunko pops the cork, starts drinking, and he says, "Get the fuck away from me!" And Tunko's
Tunko,
continues
these are the
later.
poisoned ones.
Oh well,
And
Tunko hears that. He takes the bottle out of his mouth. He looks at it and he's like, and he
At least
throws
I'll
it
fucking
at the
sleep good
ground.
tonight.
roll, me,
I'll sleep.
roll me a Constitution saving throw.
These are the poisoned ones, but you at least have
Oh,
some
He's
ammunition to
already
throw.
he's already fucking drank it. Constitution saving.
Kosara, he drank the bottle. Kosara, could you come here?
Don't let me down. Oh.
With the 12 Constitution
Just
saving
because
throw,
it's
you're able
Sarah.
to you don't succumb to the poison, but you do feel woozy and kind of sick.
Okay. Tunko's gonna take all like the shattered bits and he's gonna put it in this nearby river and he's gonna salute as it like drifts down the river.
Okay.
And he's gonna start tearing up.
Okay, and Gunther's gonna be like, Kosara, where's Kosara? Kosara.
I hope she's not around.
petting the horses.
Oh, you're right there.
She's-
Okay.
Over by the
Okay, very
carriage.
important. Is she touching Funko?
Oh, wait, by the carriage. Wait. Oh,
Wrong carriage.
Yeah, wrong carriage. Wrong carriage. All right, Gunther will be like, all
Is-
right, everyone, we have done I guess,
And-
look here.
Praxis will fly over and he will end his wild shape and return to his tiefling form.
All right, so we do that by. I wonder if you can do this. Here,
have
if you open
no
your
idea.
if you open your character sheet,
Hmm.
and then on the top right, there's restore transformation button. Do you see that?
I do.
Boom. There you go.
Hey, there we go. Nice.
All right, now, seeing that we've gotten this, should we perhaps? We have a quest here. You do have your. I guess you have more questions. For your,
Yeah, Thraxis
in regards
is
to your master.
under the carriage for some reason.
I'm just rolling around into the carriage. Don't mind me, guys. All right.
So
Tunko
Thraxis,
actually
were there
hops
any
on
leads?
Right stick yourself and press up. And then you'll be above.
Oh, press the up arrow.
You'll have
Oh.
Up arrow just makes me move up.
Oh, true. Yeah. What do you mean, Kosara?
no, not the arrow. Like right click on your token and then press the arrow
Oh,
up.
bring to
front.
front.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Would 10 minutes have passed? I would like to use my regenerative.
Yeah, go for it. You can regenerate again.
Butchered that, but yes. My ring of
Can you hear,
rigidity.
please?
Regeneration.
Remember, you're a remember.
Alright, then,
it's-
so
All
as I
right.
heal,
So, are you guys all kind of getting back on the road here then?
Yeah.
so
Tunko's
Gunther
hop on.
talks to Thraxis and says, "Did you find anything of use in regards to your master?"
Unfortunately, not. The bus just said that he was searching for something, but it didn't seem like he found what he was looking for, and there was no sign of him in there, so not sure where he went to now, unfortunately.
I say, well, perhaps he did go to the Amber Temple as well. There might be a hint.
It's
of
possible.
there.
Yeah. As you all kind of start heading back to the wagon and boarding again to get ready to leave. Yeah, it seems you didn't find information about your master, but you
It was
found
a waste
another.
of time.
You found another piece of the Sun Sword. You discovered that a powerful wizard by the name of Kazan is in the Ember Temple trying to defeat Strahd as well. And you might your druidic gnomish master might be aiding him and
And
Yeah.
I hate so much that this guy is named Kazan because it's making me think of the dungeon fighter. Kazan.
Yeah, the
Every
first
fucking
the
time you
game
say
we
it.
literally just played yesterday. Yeah.
Yes.
It's spelled the same exact way. Yeah. So it's the wizard, not the berserker. The wizard Kazan is maybe at the Ember Temple with Egan. Who knows?
With your mother.
For me, it's
And,
because there are
a question-
2 characters now, named after a
Let's make-
country.
Do I have to attune to use this item, or can I just use it on the?
I think you use it, just you are bad at it. You suck.
What for the armillary spear?
Yeah.
I remember.
So for the sphere,
You gotta learn it, I think, in the
Yeah.
Do I have
description
to
it
learn
says.
it?
so whenever
So
you
how
want to
that-
use
how
it,
do
whenever
I-
you want to use it, you're just gonna try and move the pieces into the right position to activate it by rolling a d20.
Okay.
Is basically how it'll be used.
Just a gambling weapon. That's all this is.
No, I like that. That's cool.
Gambling!
Yeah, a little game.
Rolls an out one, shocks himself. Whoopsies.
I mean, yeah.
Oopsie.
Worst case.
Yeah, if you're rolling that one, not
From the
using it, you will
front,
for sure lightning bolt yourself. Just a heads up.
I'm okay with that. Right. So. Alright,
Yeah,
that's fair. Alright,
Tunko
this is
has
serious.
hopped
That's
onto
serious.
Funko and is like hugging Funko while sobbing.
Alright, and then now everyone, should we then? What does we do have the books that we can give to Sir Sonnet? I can go back and that was, I believe, 2 of the 4 quests that we would have done. What we have left is to clear we'll retrieve the item from Ravenloft, and also go back to, or go to the spider's den and get rid of the queen spider thing. So we could definitely do that too.
On the
So
map.
yeah, there's retrieving or locating a priest in the ruins of Berez, where you guys have yet to visit. Finding the icon of Ravenloft within the Cathedral of Ravenloft, which is in the Castle of Ravenloft.
A lot of Ravenlofts.
Lot of Ravenlofts. R.L. Stein, as they say. But yeah, so either that, the icon of Ravenloft, the priest in Berez, or you can fight the. You can try and put an end to the spiders that are attacking Argensvost.
Wait, Castle Ravenloft is the castle where we had dinner with Strahd,
Yes,
right?
that is Strahd's castle.
Oh!
I would say.
I
mean,
say we don't do that because I don't want Serby to be happy.
I can say if we do go to Ravenloft, we'd certainly need disguises, wouldn't we? That's where Strahd lives, correct?
I wouldn't. Never met this Strad.
Neither
Where
have
the
I,
fuck this
but
guy is.
I'd rather not meet him anytime soon.
I just think you aren't
Perhaps it
as
would be better
basic as me.
But we could
Tanko, are you
take
going
up some
inside the
spiders.
wagon, or are you sitting on the... how
I'm
would you
sitting
call it,
on the
farm?
horse Funko. Yeah, how dare you forget
Okay.
Funko's name? And he's hugging
And I'm
Funko sobbing.
In her defense, you changed his name like 4 fucking times.
I did,
Well,
but
that's
it's
what he's
been
doing. That's
Funko.
what- that's
It's
his
no,
bit.
it's
That's
not.
the
No,
bit.
it's not.
I know.
That was the bit. It is Funko. Officially, it's Funko. It's not changing.
I
'Cause
really
Funko-
like Bronco.
Yeah,
no,
Bronco
he's
was funny.
he's Funko the
Bronco was
he's
great.
Funko the funky horse, guys. Get it right.
Okay.
All right,
horse,
he's
my
Bronco,
name.
Bronco, it's okay.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Turn
So
you into a worm.
where do you guys want to head next?
Should we all head to sorry, not Ravenloft, to Argensvost Hold? Should we
It
go
would be
there?
the closest, yes.
Then
Yeah,
I
I
say we
think
travel there.
it would be wise to just, you know, get the
Get a
books
load
taken
of-
care
of
of,
the-
get them where they need to be.
Yes.
Yes, let's do that, and perhaps then we shall get rid of the spider infestation.
Perhaps.
Yes, my hands are reaching for a fire.
Perhaps.
I'm waiting to try this new trinket as well. Yes.
All right, and you all get on board the wagon and you start heading off. You cracking a whip.
Onward, Jerry.
Cracking a whip on the horse. The horse that's carrying the gnome on its back, Funko. As you get ready to go, and we'll be heading. You all be heading towards Argensvost. I'm just going to do a little something.
Roll for initiative.
Time for another
He's
couple,
planning how to
guys.
kill Tunko. I'm sick of this
And,
fucker in my campaign.
With a little roll, it seems that your journey to Argensvost will be safe. And you were able to you were able to make it back to Agensvast Holt.
Yep.
Oh boy. We're going to clear all that, and then this is all of you guys arriving back on the wagon. But yeah, you can just park you can just park it right out here and leave it where it is here. But oops.
Oh look, dead guy's still there.
Yeah, his body needs
that was the man who kidnapped us and drugged us.
Oh yeah.
Slain by vampires.
It seems to be decaying. It seems that it's the man's muscles and scar tissue seems to be eroding pretty.
Do you have a graphically over detailed picture of that too while we're at it? Or no?
No, but I can show you the severed head again.
Sure.
Yeah.
We all love the severed head around here. Can I get a severed head redeem where it just flashes that on the screen?
Yeah, here, let's just get so here is kind of what he's looking like, and
yes.
Severed head.
okay.
Let me screenshot this.
Looks like me in the morning. All right.
When he
Makes
wakes up and is like, oh, there's donuts on the table. Yippee!
It's in the bone head, basically, right?
I just noticed there's a logo in the bottom right of this picture. I can barely read it because it's white text on a white fucking background, but there's a logo there.
All right.
I mean, bottom right. God, shush. I know my lefts from rights. I'm not dumb.
I'm going to take the books to Sir Sonnet. You're welcome to accompany me. I'm going on my way.
No.
And perhaps we should. What do you mean no?
I don't want to accompany you. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? No.
You don't.
Actually, you know what? I
Tonko.
do.
I
do. I'm gonna go sit in my throne.
I mean,
Tonko
we all
walks
should
past
rest
them.
as well, and
And I'll rest in my throne. Toodle pip. He wouldn't actually. Tonko wouldn't say that.
Then
Yeah,
Gunther kind of
please
just
don't
like
say
goes
Toodle
this way.
Pip.
Gunther goes on his way to go upstairs.
I'm not gonna go up there because I don't know if I'm still the camera. Oh no, if he's also coming upstairs.
Well, you went the wrong way.
That's not upstairs. I don't care. I'm going to my throne. I just want to make
went
sure it doesn't fuck up the street. There's no, the throne's up here. I think.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Myro, are you traveling with him?
Yeah,
Did
I am
Oh.
sorry.
man, where I rightfully belong, king of the wine.
And Thraxus warily eyes the door that had the fucking black pudding in it.
And so you guys are traveling up to the second floor?
Yes. Traveling to the second floor,
All
going
right.
to see Sir Sonnet.
Alrighty. We'll let everyone catch up to you to the second floor.
Yeah.
And we'll get that on the road. Alright, so now we are in Agensvast Holt's floor 2. Which we can... God damn it.
God damn it.
It's doing this damn thing again.
Oh.
Doing the thing? Oh
It's
god.
doing the thing again. I thought it was free.
Oh, now
from
he's gonna
this.
start crying like a little baby.
I thought it was free.
Like Tonko was just moments ago, yes.
Yeah, precisely.
So, hold on. I have to do this. I have to scroll this down. Agensvast 2. Dude.
Dude.
Technical problems.
It's just weird. It's just this weird technical issue that it has. There we go. All right. There we are. And you have reached the second floor of Agensvast Holt once again. Wait, who is this?
Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
Good question.
We need a hum.
Why is there a
Why don't
creepy old man with the baby? Oh god.
Oh, God, yeah, I don't know.
It's the creepy old man. Oh my god, it's him. It's the man who follows Tonko around.
Oh.
It's Togo.
Yes, the baby now. Yes, child.
But yeah, so you've arrived. You've all arrived. Yeah, as Thraxus kind of side eyes the strange bathroom with the black ooze monster. But seems to be it seems to be all in order. It doesn't seem that anything is busted through that door or seems to be at peace for now. And Tucko is literally on the throne. He's actually
he's just sitting there sad.
He's just sitting there. All right.
He's just sitting there sad. He's looking at. I think Gunther handed him 4 bottles. Tunko's looking at it longingly, wishing he could drink it.
Dude, that's so relatable.
God, if only I could get hammered. Fuck.
And then,
Why did it have to be poison?
Gunther is like, okay, I'm going to see Sasonit. Are you coming, Ringo? Or would you rather stay with Tunko?
Yeah, I'll come with you guys.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Now it's up the spiral staircase to the 3rd floor.
Tunko can be by his lonesome. He's fine.
And here we are.
What?
Oh, that is
Hang on, what happened?
the wizard tower. That is the wizard tower, 3rd floor. Whoopsies, that is the other 3rd floor. Here we go.
Hang on, why are we back here?
Argensvost.
We're in a time loop.
3rd floor.
And then Gunther goes this way.
It's fine.
Oh, hello
it's
again.
fine.
And then I forgot. What's his name? Let's look at this.
I'm.
In a line. Give me a second. And
I'm
find his name.
Hold up.
Give me a second. Trying to find. his
Braxis
name.
eyes the Aurelia-shaped hole in the fucking.
See, Sir Mork. Hello.
Hello. As he kind of, his armor kind of scrapes against his bones as he turns and faces you with his head crooked, but seems to be smiling.
It's good to see you all again in one piece. Is there anything I can help you with?
Well, you'll be happy to know that we helped Sister Messia, and we're on our way to deliver the books to Sasonit. So we just have a couple more quests to go, and we should be right as rain.
Ah, very nice. Good to hear. Remember, as soon as you're able to find that priest in Perez, I will pledge my allegiance to you as well.
I believe the way to Berez, wasn't there like I believe we do have a map. Let me.
You do have a map. Let me.
The map.
That's what's going on in Shit's 24/7, actually.
So let me.
Yes, guys,
Let me-
this is neurotypical stream.
Oh, wow.
This
Thank
is
you very
what
much.
neurotypical people like.
This is the most neurotypical thing we could be doing right now, actually.
Yeah,
Honestly.
well,
I love how we talk about this. What the fuck does neurotypical mean?
See, and that's neurodivergent right there.
Dude,
He doesn't even
this
know what it
sounds like
means.
some race. You're being racist towards me or something. I don't like that. Oh, you're neurodivergent? Get out of my stream.
It means you have more.
right now.
It means you have more Neanderthal brain
outta here.
than human
I
human
hope
brain.
to God I'm more caveman. Fuck, I hope I'm more caveman.
Here, let's go Barovia map. So let
One
me.
can only hope
I'm gonna actually DM this to
You can do it.
Mr. Sinister. Let me find a really good map to send you here.
Okay. I know you had the one that you drew as well.
Yeah, that was the one that they kind of drew out, but that wasn't
Good.
wasn't
Let's
great.
just say
That
it.
was it wasn't. It's not. It was supposed to be not good, but it was more
I know.
or less. That was
Like
just kind of a.
sketch.
It was just a rough sketch of where you were headed from one location to another. That wasn't like not the whole. Well, not the whole map.
It was stinky.
'Cause I think
I think it
that's.
Could have had Weirdo draw it, her rough sketches. Fucking masterpieces.
Guys, I just made this quick sketch. I know it's not too good. It's like the
Yeah.
Mona Lisa or some bullshit.
Yeah, literally. Is this better? I'm trying to find one that really gives you all the information you need to really successfully find your way through this. Gosh,
Fun.
dang it.
What the freak, man?
What the frick frack?
What the frick?
What the frick?
So I'm trying to find one that has like that looks kind of natural, but also has labels of the different points of interest. That
Just
you would
use
want to-
AI.
You can Google just a map of Barovia, I think, from the
Yeah,
book.
but there's just a lot. Some of the stuff has too much information, or it looks too like artificial. But then other ones don't have enough information. Is kind of the issue I'm having.
What he's saying is that he's fucking picky.
True.
That's
Yeah,
the-
kind of. I mean picky for
Yeah,
the sake
kinda.
for the sake of. Here we go. This is the perfect map. Perfect map.
I'm just trying to be a pain in your ass, and I think I'm succeeding. Judging by the whole bottle thing.
Perfect
17?
map for
No, they shatter.
what we're doing here. All right.
Far from
So here, let me save this. And save this on that, sure. And I'm setting this to Cine. Here we go. So this is a proper map of Barovia with all the labels and kind of points you in all the directions of the major cities, towns, and points of interest around Barovia. And it's colored. This is actually a really, really good map of the area.
Ooh, it is a good map. Damn, dude. Okay.
Yeah. That's everything you should
No, I'm
need to know.
honestly just because I'm
Here, so
nosy
we'll
and shit.
actually, so since that is in his possession, so Cine has that on hand. I could have just, you know what? I could have just uploaded it
I'll forget about the
into.
Funko Hate Squad.
Yeah, you
I
really
was
could have.
gonna
I can
say-
do that for you if you want me
That's,
to. but
that's what I was
it's a
thinking.
really
I
good-
thought there was
good
like a
map.
specific reason you were sending it to Cine alone.
Map
I was
of
like,
Barovia. Create journal entry, and this will be add page, type image, map,
Legit type shit?
and then we'll find in here, choose file. Boom, 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 boom.
This is a really good map, actually. Holy shit.
It really is the perfect map. That's what I was looking. I was looking for a map that would really show you everything you need to know. So here you are. So
Yeah,
this
it's
is now
perfect, it's
in
perfect,
journal. Yeah, and so this is a map of Barovia. As you unfurl the map and take a closer look at it, you see in the center of the map, you see the city of Valaki that you were just at. You see Argensvost Holt, kind of the southwest of Valaki. You have Kresik up to the northwest. You have the Werewolf Den, even the Abbey of St. Markovia over Kresik through the mountain pass. You have the Wizards of Wine Winery that's at Yester Hill. You've been to Ravenloft. You've been through the village of Barovia down to the southeast, through over the Shar Pool, past the West Gate. But yeah, you have like the mountains, Mount Gakis. You have the Ember Temple. You even see the Slinka Pass that leads to the Ember Temple, which is where you were headed before you were captured and taken to Argensvost Holt, kind of halfway on through your journey.
I see. Okay. I see the ruins of Berez or Mark are here on this map. I'm looking. That
Yes.
should probably be our next stop, actually.
Well,
I was.
certainly hope so.
I also had a question. Would you happen to know on this map where we might find the spider's den or the infestation of the spiders, and where they might be located? Would that also be the ruins of Berez?
Give me but a moment.
Minus one. Minus one.
No, I was saying when Borg even know. I know. I was like,
Give me but a
Comparison.
moment.
Minus one.
wait.
So
Where was that map at?
The journal in Moon's Defense is a clusterfuck. I just looked at it and I was like, yeah, they're not doing that.
I don't see
There's so
anything
many.
that says map.
Oh, don't worry. Just check every folder. It's in there somewhere.
no, it's so there's.
What?
I've actually been meaning to do this, but we didn't really.
Auto token permission, handout pages, PDF handouts, player PDF handouts, player handouts.
Okay, here we go.
'Cause I just want to make sure I can actually see it, but I'm not seeing it.
Okay, so then we are. So the spider late queen is actually.
Oh, no.
Don't mind this. Sorry, I found where the spiders are. Okay.
I'm still looking at the journal. I don't see a map, so.
No worries, we're gonna be heading back to Agensvast Holt on the 3rd floor.
The spiders have made their nest deep within the forest to the south of Agensvast Holt, between the Perez and here you will find the Spider Queen and her forces.
I see. That, this is quite convenient. We'll do one stop and then the next. Excellent.
Yes, of course. If you need anything else, just don't be afraid to ask, old Elmoric.
I appreciate, and then Gunther will bow. I appreciate you, Sir Mark, for all that you have done in aiding us and helping us.
He bows his head in response.
I'm off to see Sonnet now. Farewell.
Farewell.
So he goes back to his prayers before the stained glass, but
Gunther will kind of come in. Oh, Sonnet, I have splendid news.
Oh, good to see you all again. What have you found?
We have procured all 6 books that you have requested.
oh, and his mouth opens, his jaw opens wide. Huzzah! Huzzah! Oh, that's good news. Oh, it is. Oh, what a beauty it will be to have these tomes, these literatures back on our shelves in Agensvast Holt again, please. As he kind of puts out his hands.
Yeah, Gunther will then
Wait.
put the book. Wait, what?
I want to take Lingarush out to show him inside the castle.
Oh, Lingurovich?
Yep.
All right. So you pull Lingurovich out from your bag here.
Oh my, we're in the library of Agensvast Holt. Incredible.
Did you read a lot, Lingarush?
The
Do you know
what?
much about Barovian history?
Do I know what now?
About Barovian history.
Barovian history? No, I was never very good with history studies.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You're a dumbass.
But do you give the books over to Sir Sonnet?
I do.
All right.
Yes.
And Sir Sonnet takes them.
Oh, thank you. Very nice, very nice. All right. This is perfect.
And also, I should say
Yes.
as well, we actually did find the hilt of the Songblade. With the Sunblade.
Interesting. You mean... Yes.
You mean the pommel of the sunblade.
Oh, the
I was
pommel.
gonna say it
Yes,
was the pommel, wasn't
Sorry,
it?
the pommel. We did find the pommel, so we I believe once it wasn't even recreating it as well.
Fascinating. Well, I wish you the best of luck. If you were to construct the Sunblade, we'd have an incredibly weapon to face off against the vampire lord Strahd.
An incredibly weapon.
Incredibly powerful. I think I said powerful.
You
but-
didn't. No,
Powerful
I
weapon.
didn't hear this. I guess you didn't study English either.
I believe, yes, it'll put it to use. But I hope you are satisfied with the books. We have procured them, and I believe that means you will aid us should time come.
And he sets the books down to his side kind of hurriedly, and then he clicks his heels together at attention, and he puts a fist over his chest, and he nods to you. You have my allegiance. Whenever we have the rest of the Silver Order ordered, so to speak, you will have my help against Strahd. I will join you all.
Why, excellent. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Now, if you don't mind, as he kind of picks up the tomes and he starts kind of combing through and placing one on this shelf, and he scans through the other books and he starts kind of placing them in their proper places.
I got there with this kind of. Oh, let me get them out of my inventory. Get out of here! Get out of here! Scream.
Be gone. Be gone, thoughts.
That's reading. We don't do reading around here, unless it's lore important. All right. So then Gunther's like, just nods his head, and like, all right, everyone. I believe that our next bet would be the spiders. The spiders are between us and the ruins of Perez. But first, I believe we all need to rest. I would say what better place to rest than here. Tunko, I think, should be fine. So,
Tunko wakes up dead.
He'll either be fine or he'll
Just a
not be.
kidnap,
Either
yeah.
way.
Yeah, exactly. So Gunther's just like, you know, let's see, we're here. What better place to rest than here, I guess. And Gunther will propose. I propose a rest. Should anyone think that we should perhaps take one? Just a moment.
I
to
would
really-
concur with a rest. Does Draxus?
What say you, Ringo?
Ow.
Oh, I could do with some rest time. I could recover.
Resty poo.
Poo.
Help with the poo.
Should we go back down to see Tunko, or should we just rest here?
And Lingurvich's
I
head,
think we should rest here.
Lingurvich's head in the hands of Gosara kind of moves around and fiddles as he catches a sight of Sir Amorik. Amorik, the romantic! Oh, it's so good to see you again! As Amorik slowly kind of turns around.
Oh, Lingurvich. Oh, it's been so long. How are you doing?
Oh, Amorik, you know me. I'm doing quite all right. I've been, just running around, protecting our Lord's proper defenses, and I've been stationed out at the guard post for some time now.
Lingurvich.
Yes?
Lingurvich, Argensvost,
And he kind of catches himself, and he sees that as Lingurvich is kind of bouncing back and forth excitedly, and he doesn't want to let him down.
Argensvost is sleeping. Maybe keep your voice down, and you don't want to wake him up. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's my bad. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Lord Argensvost.
My bad, Pim.
As
Gunther will
Amorik kind
come over.
Amorik
and
kind of
whisper,
shakes his head, and he goes back to his prayers.
He's dead.
Don't
Jim.
worry, he's done it before, Sir Amorik. It's of no use.
Yes, I know Lingurvich well.
It's good to see you again, Amorik.
Were you guys friends?
Well, friends is not really the right way to put it, but
Friends is a strong word.
Friends is a very strong word.
he definitely looked up to all of us within the Silver Order.
I did indeed. They're the most powerful warriors in all the realm.
Ah, I see. A fanboy.
What is this fanboy you speak of?
There's something that I read in literature. Never mind.
And Amorik just silently nods at you.
I see. Gunther goes out to the window. Tunko, we're resting. And like yells down.
Tunko's already asleep.
Yeah, you hear the trailing.
I'll go give him
kind of
zero shits. He's just already
In
out.
between snores, you just hear sobs.
You hear the distant snoring sobs of Tunko, kind of floating through the air up through the window.
There. Okay. And then Gunther's just like, all right, everyone. Sir Mark, do you mind if we all rest here?
I don't mind at all. It might not be the most comfortable of places for rest, but feel free to take a load off.
It's perfectly
I
fine.
can make
I've been through worse. Yes. I'm sure Tunko should be okay. And with that, Gunther will just kind of try to lay down and fall asleep.
All right. As you all are finding your spots to rest, you can all take a long rest.
I love fun one.
A
I
long
can't
rest.
while I'm here. I'll just whenever Tunko's back, I'll do it.
Here, I will put you just right here if you just want to long rest your character.
I see a dream, an image. Tungo! Tungo!
Just flip him off.
Tungo! Oh god.
Okay, it's actually a nightmare. Tunko has a
That's a
bomb in
nightmare,
his hand,
exactly.
ready to throw.
He's
just throwing bottles left and
flipping
right.
you off as his
There's
floats
a
back
bag
out
of
the
the whole thing
fucking.
just full of wine bottles he's chucking.
Yeah, the image of a gnome
I just-
flipping you off in your dream is just such a funny thing to picture, actually.
And as he's floating through the Aurelier-shaped hole in the fucking stained glass.
I just trying to like kick a bit Gunther as I'm in trance, like.
Well, Gunther's asleep. Gunther's talking to
Well,
his
he's
sleep.
he's like, is he sleep talking? Is Gunther sleep
Oh
talking?
yeah.
now?
Oh yeah. He's sleep talking.
Yeah. So she's like kicking you, like, shut up, like keep it down.
Gunther's
You might
dead
summon him if you
asleep,
say his
it
name
doesn't
too many
take more.
times.
Tungo, no. Tungo, why? Why are you doing the wine? The wine, Tungo.
As he,
They're children, Tunko.
As he sl-
Tunko, they're just children.
as he slowly inches towards you and disappears.
Wait, what?
It disappears. just the wine.
No.
Leave the children out
They're
of this.
just
Tunko.
children.
But it would be as you all wake up kind of around the same time. We won't do a wake up sequence this time, but you all kind of wake up around the same time. Steve, it is now the next day.
Oh, boy. All right. Well,
Motherfucker can pick
Oh
it
my
on.
god, Gunther, you need a therapy or something.
what do you mean, Corsara? What ails you?
I'll tell you later in private.
In private? Gunther will give her a weird look and just like, all right. Well, I believe we shall
Like
retrieve.
that.
It's a weird look and just shakes his head. Gunther, alright. I believe we should go collect Tunko, wake him up, whatever, and then we'll make our way to the forest. Or we shall deal with
I mean,
this
if you
matter.
wanna.
Oh, I believe
think
it's
Tunko
on the way to the ruins of Brez.
We're moving, Myro. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
We're on the move, Myro.
We're moving.
We're gonna
The
go collect
gang,
Tunko.
the gang's on the move. All right. So then we'll.
What?
Going to move back to the second floor. And Thraxus has already found his way over to Tunko.
Actually, just kind of poking Tunko.
Tunko wakes up like, I think I still have 3 more poison bottles that I'm not gonna throw Schnitz unless it's worth it. Tunko grabs one of the bottles, holds it like a baseball bat because he's been startled awake. Then he realizes it's this guy. He's like, oh, I thought you were after the wine.
Hi,
I'm gonna
how you doing, Tunko? You feeling better?
You.
I,
Tunko pushes him out of the way.
Tunko, you know, you could drink the wine, just have Corsara heal you.
No,
What am
that's 2 bad things. Shitty wine and shitty Kazara.
Oh, damn, he really hates Kasara.
He has. She is yet to do one good thing. She is yet to not fuck something up in Tunko's eye. It's just one thing after the other.
All
So, yeah,
right.
we're working our way
I fuck shit
to.
up all the time, Tanko.
Yeah.
We're at
Maybe
rank-
you should be our new tank. No?
Kasara-
Tanko, it's kind of like a fate, I don't know.
I would throw a bottle at you, but I feel like God would
Well,
be
no, it's
really
so
pissed off.
Kasara and Rangil, they've headed downstairs. They all headed downstairs.
Tunko hops on Funko.
Yeah, so we've headed downstairs and then we're just like talking as we go now. So-
And Thraxus will just saunter up to the carriage. Good morning, Jerry. Good morning, Funko.
March, are you able to move your token?
Yeah. I'm just preparing spells for after the long rest.
Oh, okay.
You can move me over to here.
Well, if you could just, it'll be easier if you move through the teleporter.
Whoop. That's not what I
You'll
want
make
to
the
do.
DM do work.
Just it's hard to explain, but if I move you through it,
Oh, I see.
I have
She
to.
just explained it.
It does some stuff. Anywho, all right. So,
Grisara, it's fine. Tunko's just sober. It'll be.
you take the
It's not a
stairs
pretty
down,
sight.
down to the first floor, and Kosara and Gunther make their way out through the lobby and through the main entrance towards the wagon.
Gunther attempts to comfort Grisara. It is fine, Grisara. Tunko's just in his way. You're doing fine. And I do apologize for earlier. The trinket. Yes. Then kind of just walk away.
The
Right,
trinket,
I swear.
yes.
Yeah, the trinket that you dropped and almost broke. Yeah, but
Look at you almost dropped and almost broke.
I
This
forgive you.
trinket of power.
this trinket that is extremely powerful that you almost broke. I forgot what else I was gonna say.
I would not worry about him. You're an asset to the team, Grisara.
You don't know I broke it. You were on the other floor, by the way.
I know Tunko walked it
Tunko.
drop.
Sadly.
Tunko saw it fall.
That will just be off. We must fight and be level-headed.
All right, and as you all get back on the wagon here, we'll get you all selected and ready to go as you travel. Kind of well, actually, actually, you would be heading south. So you all would be heading south on the south road here, as you make your way kind of down this road that leads to the south of Argensvost, and you're able to find your way. Let me just get this all set here. You're able to find your way to the forest, and as you
Close to 20 again, not quite.
oh boy, oh good heavens.
I'm the superior joker. Yes. None can out-jork me.
I mean,
And you
technically
all
not true.
you all find yourselves as the mist starts to get thicker, and as you start to roll down the path along the wagon and trot along the road behind the horses, you start to notice in the trees a lot of webs, a webbing that is kind of stretching from branch to branch, from tree to tree. And it starts to look very eerie, very strange. The trees and the shapes that begin moving between the trees. You hear the skittering of spiders, and the sounds of silence in between. The strange glowing eyes you seem to all see looking back at you through the branches. You see, and also a veil of mist and shadows starts to envelop you. Bare trees resembling gaunt, clawing hands reaching out from the earth, their limbs draped in ghostly cobwebs. A chill breeze whispers through the air, sending shivers down your spine. The sensation of unseen eyes upon you is inescapable. Through the dense, lifeless woods, you discern only the faintest outline of a path winding its way northward.
Huh. Well, I see we're not alone. This is infested with spiders. Or creatures of the sort.
Oh, good. I love spiders. Tunko's not saying that. That is me. Fresh Space saying this. I love spiders. Give me more spider encounters. I ever so much love them.
This shit goes bent.
We should hard pivot the entire campaign to just be a spider campaign.
But as you all creep ever slowly further into the path, suddenly
Roll for initiative.
Suddenly, out of the bony looking barren trees descends a large spider and its family, and that is where we're going to leave off. We'll be picking up next week as you have found your way towards the Spider Queen's nest and her freakish spider servants have dropped from the trees to come and intercept you before you're able to take them out. But that is the episode. Thank you guys for playing. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're gonna be ending a little early today. But thank y'all for playing. We'll be back next week to see how our heroes fare against the spider menace that they are now amongst. But other than that, that is the end of our episode. We're going to be raiding out here. If you guys want to stick around for the raid, it'd be much appreciated. We love raiding out to our other smaller streamers on the platform. Are you going to be live, Cinny?
I was thinking about Clarn. Well, I say Moon. Are you in the mood for Deadest by Daylightus?
I would be
Are
down.
you in the mood
y'all.
for hell and depression and
Well, it's either that
life?
or Marvel Rivals.
Okay.
It's either that or you
But
don't and you
Schmitz-
go to your addiction.
Or
Schmitz,
Monster
before
Hunter.
we
I would
end,
love to see
I
Cindy
wanted
play
to make a
Monster.
request.
Monster Hunter.
Really?
On gameplay, I don't know if I'd be into that.
Dude,
Interesting.
thank fuck there's someone else here who's
You're
I don't
disappointing.
know, man.
You're
I am
be into it.
Vinny, I am so with you on this. To me,
I'm
you,
honestly the
just-
same.
I don't know if I would want to side on Space. This is the guy who plays games that look like LSD trips, and he says,
I'm
"This
sure-
is peak."
No, I don't say the visuals are peak.
This is
The Riz.
Okay, Schmitz.
wow. This is
Schmitz,
peak.
before we end,
He plays games where the reload button is pressing shift and then moving your mouse
No,
down.
it was holding.
He says,
no,
"This
it
is
was,
peak."
no, it was holding right click and holding your mouse down.
Okay,
Same
Schmitz,
shit, bro.
Yeah, more like
before we
spraying.
end, before we
I'm
end,
good, bro.
Schnit, I'm okay with this one spoiler.
I need
Is
it
that
right now. It's
What? Is that official?
No, I need you to know for Second Controller. I want the spoiler. Is it still holding right click and dragging down?
Yeah,
Please say
the
it
reload
is.
is still the
Say
same fucking
fuck.
bullshit, bro. It's still the same
Yeah.
idiot bullshit.
I really
Sorry, what were you
actually
saying?
need to ask a question.
Sure, what
Yes.
were you asking?
So before we end, I actually re-prepared my spells, and I kind of lagged out of Discord for a second, but I fucking touch Tanko's backpack before we go, and I cast Purify Food and Drink on it.
It doesn't matter.
That's
It's
motherfucking-
gone. It's all gone.
That is
No,
true.
you got four new
Oh, yeah,
new
you got
bottles.
four. Oh yeah, you
Wait, you
right.
have 20
I'm still pissy about
Yep.
Schmidt.
You
Why
cast
play
you cast
three?
pu-
Because
you
we
cast
do like to
purify
drink.
food and drink, Kosara?
Yep.
How sweet is
Right
that?
now?
How cute is that?
Oh goody Schmidt, you can't fucking make up some dumb excuse to take this from me.
Reload not on R key, bad game design. Yes, yeah, as any
Dude, it
any
is.
sane
I'm not
person.
gonna. I will. You want to know the reasoning is? The reasoning was it was supposed to mimic the motion of dumping a mag. That was his weird reasoning. I'm not justifying it. It is still ungodly weird for
All
that to
right,
be the
before we
button.
get too deep into the
Yeah.
lore
End the
of-
stream. End the stream. End the stream. End the
the
stream.
lore of
I don't-
Psycho
I
Patrol
don't know.
R and Lethal Company or whatever fucking
Lethal Company.
I was
Yeah,
about
that's
to
what
say
we're
Lethal
talking about.
Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous
No,
still isn't it? But okay.
I know. I knew Elite Dangerous was in it, but I did accidentally say the Lethal Company. Anyways, we're getting out of here. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be rating over the great and powerful Sinister Jest, who has joined us. Who has joined us on our stream today. We'll be raiding out over there. But thank you guys for watching. If you want to join the raid, it'd be much appreciated. Thank you all for the follows, the new follows, and the chatting and whatnot. Very fun episode, but we'll be heading right over to Sinister Jest. Stay tuned. It sounds like they're going to be playing some fun DBD or Marvel Rivals over there. Hell yeah, very excited.
Fun.
I was gonna let him choose. What's your poison, man?
I'm quite excited.
Okay, now can you help me delete a template because I cannot move other tokens from it to delete it myself?
Actually, I'll make an
Yes,
executive
no
decision.
worries.
More
I'll
Rambo's
help you with that in a
approach.
second. We're just gonna be sliding.
Yeah.
We're gonna be sliding the raid over to Sinister and get this this show off the road, so to speak. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys. Hope you all enjoyed. It'll be posted up on YouTube in the next couple days. If you missed any parts of the episode, you want to rewatch it for any reason. But until then, until next episode, we'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Good night. Take it easy. Bye bye. Farewell. Doodle pip. Farewell. Good night. Bye bye. Good night.
All right.